all the peeps that aren't here yet. We are starting we started this last week, I think, right? But we're going to do the first episode of this new campaign run by Undead Master 666 here.
I don't know. Twitch is being a bitch and won't let me see your name yet.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to do the intro, Rip, that'd be great. Because I'm terrible at that kind of thing.
Give it a couple.
It's not even showing you're streaming yet.
Yeah.
Last live 28 seconds ago.
Yeah, it should be hooking itself up properly here in a second.
Kid can't even read.
It's your 9-month sub anniversary. Aww.
Oh, we should have 9 sandwiches.
Oh, they already asked me this last time.
What's your favorite banana flavor? Is
Pretty
it banana?
much.
Is it running properly yet? Okay. What the hell? Cat. Okay, it should be up, right? It doesn't seem like it's running on my channel either. Broadcaster, fuck you. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and see what I can do as far as an introduction to what we did last week. Let me know if I've messed anything up while I'm doing it, because you guys.
Well, I mean, if there's any mistakes, I could just add it at the end.
Really basic.
Yeah.
So,
Who's got sound?
Map to where we were by chance.
Where the town,
the estate was.
What, the keep or the actual village? You mean?
Well, we started out in the estate. I'm going to start there.
Yeah. Okay. I'll hang on. I'll move you guys to that. Well, that's actually where you are at the moment.
Yeah,
to be
we
fair,
went back there from the start. Let's see.
So yeah.
I was just wondering if on the big map or something. Anyway, so I guess we'll start with this. All right. So at the beginning of our campaign here, we were all invited to a tournament at the estate of Charles Bonaparte, I believe his name was, involving melee and archery and jousting and all that. And we all had our little entries in those tournaments, and we all managed to win somehow. And after this tournament, there was a big feast party type thing, and during this gathering, the master of the estate, Charles Bonaparte, met with a general who was sent by a foreign emperor called Ranborn III, and he was coming to warn the king of this land, Arendia? What is it called?
Yeah, Arendia.
Arendia. Yeah. He was coming to warn the king of Arendia and his followers. That's not the word I'm looking for. About an impending invasion by Raveners, which are just like feral human people. So he delivered a letter to Charles at first, because this was one of the earlier stops before going to the king, and this letter was supposed to be passed on to the king as well. And after giving this letter over to him, Charles then met with an assassin who was sent by the king, and along with that assassin came an archer who happened to be one of the people that performed in the tournament and won the archery tournament section, and also happened to be an enemy of Charles's people. And luckily, the king sent, along with the assassin, orders for that archer to not be what's the word?
Molested.
There we go. That's it makes sense. Don't giggle. So the assassin and Charles, along with the general from the other kingdom, went to discuss their personal mission, which I believe was to investigate and or stem the growth of the power of Turok in this land.
Yeah.
Like there was an actual like sighting of somebody that they were after. And while discussing that, after leaving that the study of Charles, an assassin who happened to be the squire of the general struck a blow to that general with a knife and killed him. And as the archer and Charles tried to stop him, he ran off trying to escape the estate. And this like upset the party a little bit. But they still managed to capture this assassin. And upon being captured, he tried to kill himself to keep his information to himself, but was thwarted by Charles's healing magic, though not entirely successfully because his brains was all turned to mush. And they took the mush-brained guy down into the dungeon to interrogate him, and you may have gotten a little bit more information as to the closeness of this undeadish type like invasion being a little bit more close than they had been led to believe. So these Raveners were much closer. But that's about all the information they could get out of this guy, because he messed up his brain trying to kill himself. And it turned out this invasion was way closer than they had imagined, because as this investigation was coming to an end, they could hear from the city nearby that is under the protection of this estate the sounds of just massive destruction and fear and like just a battle going on, basically, which set Charles to bring his paladins together to go out to that city and protect it. And along with him, with the mission of finding this minion of the evil dark god Turok, the assassin and the archer went. They didn't have the entirely the same mission, but it did match up. And as well as that, one of the other people who was at the feast, the person who won the melee, a giant barbarian man, decided he was going to tag along because with this
interrupted his feast.
With this battle going on outside, the feast that they were having was going to be interrupted, and he had just spent that much time winning the melees, and the only thing he likes better than to fight is to eat and drink. So he went along with the party of paladins, the assassin, the archer, and the cleric leader of this town. And when they arrived at the actual town, it was burning and covered, just inundated with all these little feral human people, just tearing stuff apart. The town burning, the church in the middle of the city, it's like ablaze with black fire. And they did what they could to protect the people, but there were so many of these little feral people that all they could do was just try to hold them back while people tried to escape the town. Seeing how bad the situation was, Charles, the guy who runs the estate, the lord of the estate and the town, decided it would be best for every surviving person to retreat to a more safe place. And most of them, the people that went with him, while either dead, or the ones that weren't dead, decided they were also going to take that path, including one paladin that managed to survive. The barbarian too was going to flee, but noticed something out of the side of his eye, that the archer and the assassin were going towards the church instead of leaving, which caught his interest. So he approached there. And in that same time, there was a person summoning like ethereal animals who also had a reason to join this fray and sending a snake into the church as well. All of these characters kind of convened upon the same point with different intentions, but the same enemy. The archer and the assassin noticed within this church a black robed figure and an aspect of the evil god Torak, and wanted to take this prisoner or take this guy prisoner and interrogate him, while the barbarian, after he approached, noticed or was made aware of the fact that this was a minion of Torak, and his cultural imperative is to destroy any of those that he can come across. So he immediately went into complete like kill mode. And the snake sent by the summoner kind of went along the same lines and just went in straight in for attacks and grappling him. So while the barbarian and the snake were trying to kill this man, the archer and the assassin were trying to find ways to capture him. So they were at like slightly at odds. But the archer and assassin were farther back than the barbarian and the snake. So the snake continually grappled this man, who managed to escape a few times through teleportation and other means. And the barbarian just cut him to pieces with his axe. Every smash would just break him apart like ash and rock. So like his arm would come off and his face would get smashed and all this. And as he did this, this aspect of Torak was also becoming damaged. And the barbarian became more and more enraged while doing this, seeing as that he could not just easily defeat his foe, and was just going to smash and smash until he was dead. However, the assassin, no, actually, it was the archer, wasn't it? The archer managed to calm him before he dealt the final blow, and they managed to interrogate this man and found that the power of Torak had grown to such a point that they would have no way of stopping it by this point. And this guy, even though being smashed to bits pretty much, still was laughing maniacally about this. And with that, the barbarian snapped his neck and finished him off, still managing to kill him in the end. But they had found that even though they had not yet met each other until this point, that they had a common goal and eventually became a loosely associated party. Within this church, they found the desiccated corpse of the priest of this church with his heart removed. So before leaving, they managed to take him and his gear, and they went off and buried him in a proper burial. And afterward, they all went back to the estate of Charles Bonaparte to regather themselves. And that is where we left off last time. So we've got a vaguely defined party with vaguely similar goals as to defeating this evil god. But as far as like solidly being on the same side, that's as close as we've gotten.
I gotta say that was very well
specifically.
But just one thing, which was the entire village was desecrated beyond sort of like redemption. It's now unholy ground.
Okay, yeah.
It's basically deeply corrupted. So, yeah. So you guys have finished with that. You know, you're like exhausted. You've escorted that one paladin who's just, you know, broken, just like War was, you know, because he lost the town under his charge. He, you know, that is a big dishonor for a knight of Erendia. So, you know, he's basically his honor is now diminished quite considerably. So he went off to his study to just basically go to his own chapel in there and pray and try and find guidance and redemption. What are the rest of you guys doing? Because you've come in. I say you're sitting in the Great Hall. I would add Marcus, but for some reason Roll20's being stupid. So nothing new there. But yeah, so you guys are in the Great Hall. What do you want to do?
I still need to find a store to buy a better bow.
Yeah, but on the ground, there is like a blacksmith and a
Oh, that's
armorsmith
right. You
and so
said there's
forth.
nothing
So
good here, so
yeah, but you can pay them to sort of like upgrade your equipment a little bit, if needs be, or even if possible, just sell you a new bow, one that may be slightly better. So,
I
there's
guess I
that.
could see if there's any good short bows that they have. I wouldn't know if it's any better than mine anyway without any stats on it.
Yeah, you got the small hand crossbow, don't you? If I remember.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
you had yeah, that's what you had.
I was
'Cause I
talking
remember
about
you complaining about that.
I also have a longbow.
Well, the longbow would ultimately just be better than the small hand crossbow for sure.
No, I have that on my other character for the other game.
But if you want to buy a longbow here, you can do so.
This may be the wrong character.
Yeah,
the wrong character sheet.
Well, the image is different, but But whilst you're sorting
Yeah, this
that
is not
out,
even the right sheet, dude.
Yeah, I was thinking, hang on, why are you the archer? I thought Cyrus the archer. You should be an assassin.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I gotta bring up the right fucking page. Shut up, Rib.
Oh, I gotta deal with my cat real quick, so I'll be back.
Okay.
Is that the right one?
I don't know. You should be a assassin if I remember correctly, because as I said, Cy should be the archer.
Open and link. I gotta scroll down some. Yeah, that's hand crossbow.
Yeah. If you want a if you want a longbow, there is a weaponsmith and armorsmith here.
I don't really want a longbow. I was looking for more of a shorter bow, like a
short
miniature
warbow.
One that's like smaller that I can pull out and shoot faster, maybe.
But if you want them to try and improve your weapon for you, like just general improvements, then I say, what's the current stats for it at the moment?
The hand bow, the hand crossbow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look that up for a second because it's got my phone as well as the
attack bonus +8, range 30, ammunition bolts 1d4.
Hang on. I say if you pay them like 100 gold, about 100 gold, they can improve the how tight the actual fittings are. Between the bowstring to allow for a D8 attack instead of a D4.
Holy crap! It's a hell of an improvement.
Yeah, the question is, how would I do that on the page, considering it's an image I just bring up?
Well, can you edit the image at all, or no?
No, I got it straight off of the Discord website and brought it up on the window on Firefox.
I don't know. If you got
I guess I'll just wait until I can get it to a specific time period where I can have you like change it maybe and send me a new picture, and then I'll try and get down to my library and print it out. So I'm able to do it.
Okay. Well, at the moment, I mean, if you got like notebook, but yeah, I mean, you're on your whatever. Just open up Notepad and just type in, attacks do 1d8. I'll let you have it for now. And just keep that as your, assassin notes so that it's open. To one side, that'll make it easier for you.
Anyway, let's see. No. I have 850 gold, so it'd bring me down to 750. So I have no problem with that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. If I'll say sort of like the weapons that you currently have are just standard weapons. They're not maintained. They ain't well maintained weapons. So
the thing about it is what annoyed me is the fact that I'm an assassin, and for me, an anonymous with an assassin is maybe daggers and a bow of some kind, not a hand crossbow or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, I say if you want to buy a longbow, you can do that. I'll say just buying the longbow, it would be 50. Because it's just a bow. They're not trying to, take an existing weapon and improve it even further. So, although I'm pretty sure that was yeah.
Huh?
I guess at one point we'll have to figure that out, what I can do.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a longbow, then I say just deduct 50 from your gold and just get the stats for it, Just put it somewhere. Just Google. Pathfinder longbow. I mean.
Someone tell me when it's been 5 minutes.
From now?
Yeah.
Or from 5 minutes ago?
From now.
Right.
Yeah. You see, it actually says it costs 75 gold pieces, but fuck it, I said 50. That's what it'll be. But yeah, you can find it on Google if you just type in longbow Pathfinder. That's the stats right there. I just looked it up on my phone. So, and yeah, he's off. I presume buying a weapon. What are you two up to after coming into the Great Hall?
I'm eating leftover meat from the feast and drinking more gallons of mead while reading a book that I stole from out of the Lord's study. Something about history.
Mm-hmm. So you're trying to study history to some degree, or
yeah, my barbarian's kind of a history nerd. I think. Okay. Let me check. I think it was history. He does history. He does geography. I think. No, he doesn't do geography. Holy crap! What? Oh, he does. Yeah, he likes history, geography, dungeoneering. But yeah, he's not. Okay. He does study. He's not all about smashy smash.
Well,
he's mostly about smashy smash.
Yeah, the book you're reading, because it's the region for the god Chaladan. You're mostly finding history about him and how he holds honor to be like the most highest thing for any of these people to have. Without honor, then they are not really his people.
I'm gonna take it and make it like I'm gonna bend it in Big's head to be more the honor based on his own idea of honor, rather than the idea that is held by these people. So it's more about the honor of defeating your enemy and crushing them. But he still feels he gets the idea of it anyway.
What about you, Si? What are you doing once you get back here? I mean,
well, whose house is this?
It's was at the moment, but because she was offered the inn at the local village, which is now desecrated ground, he has to honor it. So,
sure.
His home is currently your home for a couple of nights if you wish. So
I am also crushing the mead with rib.
And okay, what you mean? You really, really trying to get drunk?
Yeah.
All right, then both of you roll us a fortitude save then, to see how, or Constitution. Yeah, I think that would make it.
Hold on, I got my nose submerged right now. Hold on.
I don't know if it's fortitude. That's the way I would go. Just partly because I got a lot of fortitude, but
I want to go well, hold on.
I'll go. Man, he's been drinking.
I'll go fortitude.
Did attach a handle to the barrel of meat and drink it like it was a cup, so that makes sense.
Oh yeah, but you still required 2 hands to pick that fucker up.
Yeah, but only one liver.
My fortitude. We're rolling fortitude.
What did you roll? Rib?
If it was Fortitude, I got 10. If it was Constitution, I got 6.
Well, it was Fortitude, so I did say Fortitude at first, so yeah. Go for it.
You know, so then I got 10, but still, it's not great.
Well, Big McLarge here picks up his barrel cup in both hands, you know, just swigging it about, you know, froth all over his beard and everything, you know. And he puts it down, and then he sits down. And you know, like Lord of the Rings, when they have the drinking contest, you know, his eyes kind of go a bit like that, you know, cross-eyed on Gimli. You know, so he kind of sits there and looks at that with a shit-eating grin on his face. So on the other hand, no, you know, he's drinking away, and he says, "Oh, okay, bring us something stronger." Do you want to carry on drinking and try again? See how sloshed you actually get. If you want to, you can stop there and keep going, you know, until you shit faced. You know.
Are there any potted plants around? Because I think Big is gonna have to go drain the lizard a little bit, and then come back.
He's gonna go drain his leg.
So he doesn't want to go to a proper place. He's just going to a place that has like dirt. That's why a potted plant would be the first place he would go.
Yeah. There's like little sort of like rooms where, you know, the people can leave the dining area and go tend business kind of thing.
How many minutes has it been?
It has been almost 5 minutes.
Okay.
Just about a minute before 5 minutes, so 4 minutes.
Side there, you start to feel the effects of the alcohol, and you both get this sudden urge to start singing for some reason. Do you want to carry on? Well, actually, Big McLarge Huge, can you give us another roll? Let's see how pissed you get after this one, because you're already pretty drunk.
Wherever I'm peeing, I was getting totally pissed. I'm getting 5 pissed.
Yeah. After you start finish peeing, you know, that's urge to sing just completely wins out, and you start singing absolutely fucking terribly. You know, you see the servants even wincing from some of the off-key notes.
Can I just like go up to one of the servants and just like put my arm kind of down and around them and lean on them a little bit with my mask?
Oh yeah. Just, like, you can do it, but the guy just...
You're a good little person.
You do that, but the guy, he just looks like, oh my god, you know, I can't believe that he's actually touching me. But he doesn't say.
Give him a hug and then put him back on the ground.
So better get it.
You on the other hand are starting to get drunk as well, but you are very drunk. Hey, give us one last roll, both of you. No, you're perfectly fine after that one. And so do you want to carry on drinking, or
what are we adding? Anything, or is it?
No, it's just your fortitude.
Okay. Oh, my fortitude. Oh, in that case, holy crap. I got like 28.
Yeah, you're both perfectly fine. In fact, you actually start to sober up, and you're like, why did I just hug this scrawny little piece of shit?
No, he's not like why. He's like, I'm happy. Other than like what happened the other night, but I had a good drink. And I belched it out.
Yeah, do you want to try carrying on, or are you gonna head off to like get some rest? You know,
I think
it is very late in the evening. You know,
well, I'm gonna go grab.
I don't think I'm quite ready for bed. In fact, I think I kind of want to start searching through Charles's things.
Oh,
what? You're gonna stealth up there into his? Or are you going around the house?
Well, while he's doing that, I'm going to grab another piece of meat and go off to find a place to sleep.
Take a look at that.
Sure is. Yeah, you can use that, bud.
All right.
As long as you got the stats for it, that's cool.
I couldn't find any, but it was under Sorbo Composite for Pathfinder OGC underneath images that I found.
Right. Screw it. Just make it a 1d8 in a critical ×3 type piercing, range 100 foot. There you go.
You got to give me a second before you give me those stats again, because I'm not the right up now.
Okay, man.
The longbow is like 5 fucking feet, and that was 3, so I figured that's a better trade-off.
Well, I'm just giving you stats for longbow because
or how tall my character is. So I think it'd be kind of awkward to pull out a 5 foot bow off my back.
We'll say it's like 3 to 4 foot. Kind of like a short war bow version.
Well, the one I just sent you that you said I could have is a 3 foot. It's a short bow.
Okay, but okay. I'll look up the stats for that in a second and give it to you.
Wait then.
And the short bow. So you're going to go searching through stuff. So what did you do? You stealthing and then go into one of the rooms, or?
Yeah, I figure out if he has anything of value, like a family heirloom, it might be in the family room.
The family room is actually where he currently is. It also houses the family chapel, which is the center point of the family. Religion being very important in Erendia.
Sure. Which means there might be some stuff to kind of try and steal if I could sneak around it.
Well, war is in there, so hang on, I'm going to have to pull up his stats. Yeah. All right.
Andy's in chat watching.
So he's like he's super depressed, and he also might be really pissed off.
Hang on, I got to find these stats. I can't screw him over like that because that's just I'm not that cruel. I could be, but I won't be. Jeez, what? Where the fuck is just? Never mind. No, that's not it. It's a fucking Pokemon for some reason.
Stats of Pokemon.
Yeah, man.
Lightning attack. What?
You're eventually gonna have to find a way to print out some of them Pathfinder pages blank, and then use a pencil so I can erase shit and rewrite shit when we level up and stuff.
That's the wrong fucking character sheet. Fuck's sake.
That's fine.
We're only in 2 games and we have too many characters.
Or do you want me to roll a stealth? I'll roll a stealth.
Yeah, please. Sorry. I'm trying to make this fair. So
Oof.
I mean, if he's in the fucking chat, he can give us these entire fucking stats. He's got the sheet. So.
Luckily, you're pretty good at stealth, huh?
What's your stealth?
Because you just goofed off.
16. 16. All right, so you're going into the family room.
Yeah.
Your stealth is one better than mine.
Fuck's sake. Man, how many fucking... Bollocks to it, you do it. Right. I can't find the character sheet at the moment. Yeah, right. You get in there. So, do you want to roll us a perception check? Because he's up at the chapel. He's actually chanting, saying the proper prayers out loud like he should do. So,
Is perception, you want to roll that with a d20?
Yes, please. And just add your perception. Okay. At the moment, you don't see shit, right? You're stuck in the doorway, and it's just pitch black there at the moment, except for like some light down at the other end.
Yeah.
I will give you another chance to roll that, because that's just terrible.
That's just bollocks right there.
Sure.
You didn't even see the wall that you walked into.
Right, 12. You see the fact that this is it is a chapel, and it's also got books and like weapons, ancient family weapons attached to the walls. It's mostly, this area is mostly for like knowledge and religion.
Knowledge.
So it's mostly just books. You see a couple of tapestries on the walls as well, but there's, other than like the actual candles holders and chalices and such that are up on the altar, which War is standing right in front of. Other than that, there's not really much that you would perceive as of value, really.
Sure.
If only you had better perception, you would notice that one of those candle holders was a lever to open a magic door.
I mean, if you want to try to work out what kind of like materials they're made from, just by determining if you know the religion properly, then I'd say roll a religion check. which would be a D20 plus whatever your religion modifier is.
Yeah, I'm looking for. I don't even know if I have religion.
That's it. That's if you have it. So.
What is it? Religion?
Yeah, I don't have
it.
Then you
I have a 3, so mine's not very good either.
What, you both in there?
I've got a 3, but at least I have a 3 compared to nothing.
Holy crap!
What about knowledge,
you guys?
Yeah. It's other than like, well, I say it's just if you don't know it, then it's a base D10. Just roll a D20.
Plus 10.
Yeah, it's just I'll say every skill that you don't know is just a flat D10 so that you got some knowledge in it. I may lower that at a later date if it seems
because a lot of the regular skills aren't even that high that you're trained in.
Okay, right then, just plus 5 then.
Maybe just roll a D10 so you only have a chance at half of it.
Then just keep it that and just drop off 5 off of 21.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. That's
roll again.
16. Yeah. You know that the candlesticks will most likely be pure silver, but the chalices will be generally there'll be 1 silver, 1 gold, and 1 gold with gems encrusted in it. Each one signifying how sort of like much honor you've accumulated, and so forth. It's just basically like that. So you know that they're worth quite a bit of money, but he's right in front of them. So
also, aren't they of the same?
What do you want to do with that?
Wouldn't they?
Well, yes, but hang on. Si's doing this, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that war inside.
Yeah, so he's an Austrian. You do know the sort of like tenets of the gods, but Austrians are more laid back. Like they're like the Robin Hood type people.
Yeah.
As far as they're concerned, shooting a Mimbre or a Rendish knight, his tax collector, is way more honourable than like dying on the battlefield. Because you're taking from him and giving it to other people or keeping it for yourself. It doesn't really matter.
He's really
it was only until recently that the king of Mimbre Erendia basically married the princess from Austria, thus cementing the two countries. But peace has just been kind of a new thing for the two sides after countless years of civil war. So,
after the wall was built.
Yeah. Basically, the wall has just come down, so shit's still tense.
Nation attacked.
So that's basically what with religion and that lot, and also the current situation between the two peoples. I felt was worth clarifying. So, are you gonna try to get up there and see if you can move closer? Well, I mean, you could try. If you think you can stealth your way up there, then you can try. But it's entirely up to you if you want to go and try, or leave the room and try and search elsewhere.
Weapon, trinkets, and 3 gold keys for Borderlands 3 for me.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna try and get them.
What, you're gonna try and get up there and grab one of them? Yeah. Okay. Roll the stealth for us again.
I just did.
Did you? Okay. Yeah, you get right up next to the altar. You're just hidden behind kind of like a little pillar off to the side. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Yeah, so you're just up there. I will actually use my thingy to test that. Where's my dice?
You need to keep your thingy in your pants. That's rude.
No. I got a dice roller on my phone. I know I really shouldn't, but I like to roll it there.
I was being sarcastic. Sorry.
Actually, fuck it. I'll just roll a d20. That'll be his perception. No bonuses, no nothing like that, because I can't find the character sheet. So All right. He does know that you're there, and he gets up and goes, "What do you think you're doing?"
Hey, punk.
I came in to say hi. What do you think I'm doing here, sucker?
I was just searching for some dust to clear off. Can't
That's totally believable.
Okay. Okay. He just looks at you as if to say, "What the hell, man?" You know. And then he says, "Could you please leave me alone just for a while? I need to talk with Chaladan, and I need this time, please." And he motions towards the back door leading out. He's got his back turned to the altar. Do you want to try and grab something?
I do.
I don't know. Would that be thieving? I have no idea what that would actually be.
I'd still chalk it up to stealth.
Yeah.
Unless you guys like some sort of sleight of hand or something, but
if you got sleight of hand,
stealthy type thing, even.
Yeah.
If you quietly stuff something in your pocket.
I have sleight of hand.
Yeah. If you got sleight of hand, just use that. If not, then it's a base 5 and then a d20.
Is that a special ability?
Yes,
it should be at the bottom of your skills tree, pretty much underneath stealth or
above stealth.
Above stealth by 2. It'll be stealth, spellcraft, and then sleight of hand above it.
Yeah, I got that. So roll a what?
If you've got that, roll a d20 plus add that.
No, I don't have that.
Okay. And then it's just a base 5, and then whatever you roll. Hang on. You managed to grab the small silver chalice, the one that's like at the end and closest towards you, and just stick it behind your back quickly. What do you do from there?
I, of course, try to shove it down the back of my pants.
well, it's there. I say it's just done, But I mean, you stay in there or leaving?
No, and then I walk out because I got what I want.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d20 just to see if he spots this thing.
It's like one of the servants just sees you walking weird.
Nope, he doesn't notice it's gone, and he kneels back down. He kneels back down, and he's like, "Oh, okay," and he carries on just praying. And that's as you leave the hall. Yes, you just brought a short bow, which I was just, which I'm just going to get the stats for you for in a second. So after you've done that, what do you want to do after that?
To drink more, of course. Celebrate a little.
Okay, so you go back to the hall. Rib, I say you're still sort of like pissed as a fart, or a fart as a piss. Okay.
Went to sleep.
Okay, so I mean, do you kick him awake or
elk leg and eating it while he's asleep?
Do you leave him unmolested, or I mean, do you walk up to him and kick him, or wake him up and say, "All right, let's carry on drinking," or are you gonna just drink by yourself?
Where'd you go?
What? So you wake him then, or?
I'm in my sleep, by the way.
Come here.
He's not awake saying it.
Fox.
Servant. Refill.
Okay, the same guy that you accosted earlier on, brings back another barrel, and he doesn't even bother smacking the top of it to broach it. He's like, here, and just walks away, because he doesn't want to get caught like he was before. He ain't so stupid as to fall for the same thing twice.
I shout, I asked for no vegetables. Because all I felt was somebody walking nearby, and I'm still asleep.
Yeah. So there's another barrel of ale just sitting there, waiting for you to basically knock into. And is that your evening? You just carry on drinking away the rest of the night.
Yeah. Well, sleeping mostly.
Right.
But when he wakes up, he'll probably drink.
Okay. Well, we need to know the inebriated stat. So, give me a second.
Until there's a reason for us to focus.
All right, there we go. Such that. Drinking rules. There we go. Inebriation. When the character consumes alcohol. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, all right. So yeah, you've both spent the night drinking. You know, you wake up after passing out halfway through the night and waking up half to keep. Decide, to carry on drinking. Which
when I do that, I just take my fist and punch the barrel. By the way, I don't have it any other nice proper way of opening it. That's why when the people get woke up, I'm like, ah! Therefore waking people up.
But I was right. It is basically a fortitude save, so that's pretty good. I hope the stats for the bow came across to you. So yeah, all right. You're starting to drink again. So roll us a fortitude check, both of you. Who's drinking? Is it both of you or just one of you?
Breakfast mead.
Okay. All right. You're already back to being drunk again. It's like you just went to sleep, and drunk and woke up drunk.
With a 26 in my fortitude. This is some.
Oh no, that's me. So, I thought you rolled that too. Never mind. You're perfectly fine.
No, because I drink.
Yeah, you do actually take a. No, actually, that's a. It says here after a failed fortitude save. At the DC, the beverage being consumed, I just set it to whatever, I feel appropriate.
Pick up the barrel, drink it till where it pours over my whole face, but most of it goes in my mouth, and I toss the barrel aside, stretch. Morning.
Okay. Well, I presume you've all sort of rested up, so throughout the evening, all of your hit points and that lot is back. As you guys are there getting drunk, having breakfast first thing in the morning. Boar comes walking into the hall and looks around, noting that there's only you guys and a few servants there. He walks up and says, I spent the night communing with Caladan, and my honor is basically gone.
Yeah, you ran away.
I have to earn this back. I do have to deliver a very important letter to the actual king of this land. I could do with some people coming along and as an escort to. After the recent attack, I want to guarantee that this message gets to him. And you fine fellows and the Lady Summoner there have proven to be quite effective. Would you consent to joining me on this task?
What's the reward for such quests?
Well, I don't know personally, but I'm sure the king will amply pay you for services rendered.
All right, let me just write this down. Ample payment. Can you sign this for me?
Well, he cannot because he is just a lowly lord, kind of like a.
No, this is more of his word.
He says
his word that you would amply pay me.
Yeah. Okay. Roll it.
His end of the contract. I crush him.
Roll a persuasion check. Or would that be intimidate? I don't know. Because you said if he doesn't pay, you crush him.
I wrote that part down as well. If it's what was it? Intimidation, then it is.
Well, I said persuasion at first.
If it's
I did say persuasion first, but.
What would the persuasion be? Diplomacy?
Well, okay, yeah. What was it you got? Just send that to you. We'll just make it that it's easier.
23.
23. Yeah. He's like, okay. I not only give you my word that you will be paid for your services.
Anyway,
I will also sign a small contract to the, to the word, which then sends off for a scribe.
Or Charles Bonaparte part is crushed. Signed, Big and Charles.
Signed, Short and Big Fat Butt.
This is a very well documented contract of him getting crushed.
No, he doesn't agree to the crushing part. He's already sent off for a scribe to say you will get payment for this, and the scribe comes back with the parchment. With just like a line saying signed, and then he puts his name on there. And asks you to to put your signature to it, and then that's that. Contract signed.
I suppose he'll still have to deal with the kingdom's contract rules.
Mm-hmm.
Though I might crush it anyway. If he doesn't.
Yeah, okay. So, you do all of you guys agree to sort of travel?
Yep.
Contract is signed. I think I have to do it.
But he tells you it's going to take you on horseback going through the Erendish forest with how dense it can be. It's going to take you at least 4 days to get there, and you supply upon rations to last you 5 days, so that in the case of something happening, you're perfectly fine. You got enough to get there and make do.
Why can't this be like Rock's game where we just automatically have food?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. But
he's just mentioning the fact that it's there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm trying to make it.
I thought you were saying
flavor text. Shush. No, flavor text.
I need a slave to carry my food because there's just so much of it.
No, it'd just be like standard traveler's rations.
Don't you mean need about 50 freaking vehicles to carry your food?
Well, no, you have a pack horse with you as well. For carrying essentials like cooking utensils, and so forth. Because you've already got your horses with you. It's just stupid to have them laid down with you and all of the extra gear.
When it comes to a swamp, I have to carry my horse through it.
Yeah. Seeing as your feet almost touched off ground, anyways. I mean, when you're all in the courtyard, just climbing up on your horses, and Big Large Huge is the last one to climb up. And the second he gets on the back of this horse, it looks to the rest of you with this reproachful look that says, "What the fuck has just climbed onto me?"
It's a living.
Honestly, we could just crawl up on him and he could walk there for us.
Yeah. I mean, you're so big that you could literally pick up the horse and just carry him, and it would, wouldn't change anything. But yeah, so you've all mounted up. You've got all your provisions ready. And you head off. Hang on, I just got to change the map because it's just the technically the world map at the moment. Now I've got to go to. Right, so you guys are currently. I have no idea if that's pinging. I don't think.
Pinging on my side.
I see nothing.
Hang on. Freaking thing. Well, it's great. Lake Malaran is where you actually just currently knock off.
I got it.
Yeah,
yep, there it is.
Just, this thing's been absolutely stupid for me tonight for some reason. The place where you're actually needing to head to is Vo Ashra, which is near Wildan Tor, to the north of you.
North. Oh, here.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah. That's where the capital is, where the king and ruling queen are currently situated. You guys start going northwards. You enter the woods, and as soon as you do, it's like an instant change of scenery. 1 minute it's clear open fields, with like a few farmers and livestock here or there. And it seems all nice and pleasant. As soon as you enter the woods, you just get this gloomy feeling all over you. You look at the forest; it's dark. There are rays of sunshine coming down, but it's still subdued. It's like everything has a dark green and grey overcast to it. And as you're traveling along, War and who's the other? Sai. Cyron.
Chicken butt.
No. Yeah, they get into a heated debate about the state of the forest. And do you guys want to, Big McLaritude or Haley, want to ask anything about the actual forest itself?
Where are all the bees?
Where's the beer? I don't know. Rib, what's your question? I don't know.
Large animals.
Well, no, I'm just asking if. War says to you, well, there's no real large animals, but there is an actual small mountain, not really that far north of the river. Sometimes the monsters that actually infest that thing do come down into these forests, and they can be particularly bothersome unless hunted down. There's like wild horses, with teeth and claws.
Sounds like a cool toy.
They hunt. They hunt anything that moves. Basically, if it's got a heartbeat, they'll find it and eat it.
Sounds like Rib wants to walk up and punch it.
I need another trophy.
They need more food.
I need a trophy of everything.
Of particular concern in this area, though, is the Algoros. They are basically offshoots of trolls. They're not very strong, but if they hit you with their claws, you best seek medical help.
So it's like poisonous or something.
So basically,
yes, severely poisonous.
That means we gotta hurt them from a distance then.
Yeah, but the thing is, they won't ever attack by themselves. You'll see them long before they attack, because they're cowardly by themselves until the rest of the group can find them and converge upon you.
Are they the kind that are generally just known to strike, or are they the kind that would avoid battle?
They would avoid battle.
They would avoid battle on their own.
They specifically see something and they go out and gather a crew to battle, rather than just going like, "Oh, we don't want to fight, so we'll just kind of stay out of sight."
If you hear a particular shrill howl from anywhere in the forest, we really should start picking up the pace.
So they're not just like a non-aggressive race; they just don't do it in small groups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but McShooty, you then also say, well, also be careful of where you set up camp, because if you look at the forest floor, there isn't really anywhere truly clear for us to set up. We have to find hillocks and broken down structures for that. And with that, you look down at what he's pointing at, which happens to be, well, at first it just looks like a couple of twigs sticking out of the ground, but then you notice that it's actually a human hand gripping the base of a dead bush. With his last outcry of agony as he died.
But it looks like the ground eats people.
No. You point out that because of the Civil War and how many people have died here, it would take entire generations to put everyone to rest. So the bones that are here are never cleared.
That means there's so many fucking people. It's ridiculous.
Would we be sleeping on just the corpses of people, or is it like undead?
And then no, it's just dead people. So it's
awkward.
War. It was just war, but in the forest.
But it's just like it's not so much dangerous as it is awkward to sleep on corpses of people.
Whoever, if you want, you can all give me a perception check, if you wish.
Okay, let me find my little perception button.
Are we all rolling it?
Whoever wants to roll it. Yeah, okay. Is anyone else rolling? Or just you?
Right now.
Awesome. Well,
I win.
Yeah, well, all of you look up and...
Oh, that wasn't right. It's supposed to be a 10, not a 9. What the hell?
No, Cyrus.
But it doesn't matter.
So you got 27.
No, I didn't even notice Cyrus did it too.
Yeah, because you got the same number, slightly differently.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You all see the same thing as you look up, and you notice that this moss and bone, it goes for as far as you can see. You know, you look all around, and it's just everywhere. You know, and you realize, man, this war should have ended way sooner than it did.
Because of the fact that there's just so many people here, they should all be dead.
Yeah,
there should be no population left.
Pretty much, you know. I mean, it's like generations have died here, you know, but there's still sort of like, because of the serfs and constant people coming in, it's just plenty of people.
Oh, you're 18 years old now. You've come of age. Now go out to the death fields and die. As is our tradition.
No, it's not like that. Yeah. So yeah, you guys also just keep walking. You know, one of you give us all of you give us a perception check. See if you can find a track leading northwards to Varastra. Oh yeah, you find the track. You know, it's the only clear path through the forest. You know, it's basically just because so many people have travelled this route. It's cleared itself naturally. You know, you can see a few occasional little places where people have attempted to make a clearing for like camps and so forth, but none of it looks pleasant.
It's only just quick little things that people made rather than being well traveled.
Yeah. You travel down the road for the remainder of the day, and it starts getting dark. Do you want to set up for the night? Because you do have tents and sleeping bags, you know, all the kind of necessities to set up for the evening.
So, are we able to find one of these little risen places?
Or you can try to clear the area.
Just use our foot to push the bones around a bit.
Yeah. I mean, you could try to do that if you wish it. You know, it's up to you. But
Big McLarky.
How close are we to a reasonable camping spot?
Well, who's got the best perception? Our highest perception at the moment?
My perception is 10.
Mine's 10.
Mine's 9.
So we are
okay. Well, that's great. All three of you then roll for it, yeah, because you're all rounded out enough. So
roll again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mine was horrible that time.
18.
Haley and Big McLarge do not find anything, but you, Siren, know where you actually are because you know you've hunted in this forest.
Shit!
If you know what I mean.
We came from
it. Yeah. So you know, you notice that there's this place called the Tor, which is a small hill that was once held by a group of Austrian archers holding off an entire sort of like a group of Moonbreak Knights from on top of a hill before being absolutely swarmed over and killed. But you know that it's a defensible spot because it's got one path in and that bit. After the raised platform where you set up for the evening.
You got a robot voice.
So I don't know how to fix that.
Yeah, it's getting a little robot-y.
So,
the only thing I can think of is to leave the chat and come back.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. One second.
Greetings.
Mm-hmm. Greetings and salutations.
Greeting, Mr. Robot Voice.
Shit, right, hang on. Shall I close Discord entirely and then join reading it, or
maybe?
No, that's them. They know about this more than I do.
Yeah, voice connection here. It's got like just one bar. I'll be right back. I'll quickly. Well, you make it. You notice it. You're at the moment. Just take a quick.
No idea.
Yeah.
All I hear is a robot.
Yeah, it's actually coming.
That makes nothing out.
It's growing increasingly less good.
I don't even know how to freaking appear offline on this thing.
Yes. Now see connection info. If there's anything I can do here, that would make it easy.
I don't think you can do anything on his end.
Well, no, I was thinking if I can do something with the server, because I don't know which server it's going, or like the main server. I don't think I can change it on this. I can change it in like the Familams.
Yeah, mine's 3 bars. And I'm on wireless right now. I'm even outside, and I still got a good connection.
Hello?
Yo.
Hello.
Is that any better?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
Loads.
All right.
Welcome to the power of leaving and coming back.
Yeah. Is it switched on? You know, is it plugged in? You know, I know. And you see the tour. You know that it's defendable because it's only got one way up. You know, it's got a sheer cliff face to the back of it. You know, but there's enough room for you to set up for the evening. You know, so yeah. I mean, do you want to set up there for the evening?
Seems reasonable as long as it's close enough.
Okay. Yeah. Also you do get the horses up there as well. You know,
I have a horse. They all have horses, if I remember correctly.
And we have food horses.
One horse carrying like provisions, the rest are actually carrying the party.
So that horse is carrying my food.
Even his character's so hungry, he's really eating food. Mm-hmm. You can see it. Rib is actually eating food because his character's hungry. See, he's talking about food and he's already eating.
The food's all gone already. I had a snack.
Yeah, so I presume you build a fire. You set up your tents. You know, you've got everything you require. So what do? You sit there and cook and chat, or do you head to sleep, or what?
I don't know. Is there anything?
Because but basically, think of this as like the party cool down session. You know, you can sit there and just chat amongst yourselves if you wish for like a little bit. You know, or whilst you have a meal, or you can have a meal. Say you have a meal and you go to sleep, or whatever way you want to do it.
I mean, we've been going at least half of the day. So we got to eat something, right? Keep our strength up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't eat conservatively and only eat 2 rations worth of human food.
You're gonna have to eat enough to actually keep your.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'm trying to try to keep it.
Yeah, but there is appropriately sized rations for big, large, huge here.
Well, still, he could eat.
There is. Are you sure?
He's still trying to hold back and eating like anything overboard. Mm-hmm. He's not incredibly stupid so much that he would eat past like the necessary, but he eats a lot and either way. In a normal situation, he would eat like 3 times as much as he needs.
I don't hear back right now. Bathroom.
Okay. So, but you eat like 1 ration, and the reason why I'm doing like the ration thing is because it makes the world a little bit more fleshed out. You know, it's like, okay, we're gonna have to think about provisions. You know, and things like food and water and so forth. You know, just to give it a little bit of flavor. You know. The world would be, you go from A to B, you know, you do it fine, you know, you don't have to worry about buying food and that. No. Doesn't seem right to do it that way. So, but I'm just going to wait for Thingy to get back before we carry on there.
Uh-huh.
So, I presume that you all sit there and have a meal, but when it comes to like camp,
anything specific that catches my interest.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. When it comes to like you setting up camp for the evening, you know, you feel free to if you want to sort of like get to know each other's characters like a bit better, you know, then you can sort of like talk amongst yourselves, or you can just say,
"I harpooned a kraken."
Have you harpooned a kraken?
It doesn't matter. I would assume he has. If there's a kraken, he's done it. He was spent so much time at sea, and he's tried to kill every animal at least once, other than a bear.
That time you walked up and punched the Kraken?
Well, no, you haven't seen the Kraken
because it was in the water, but otherwise he would have.
He could still get out of the water, try to bite you, and you can punch him.
He's really tall, but the ocean is slightly taller than him.
Yeah. I say you haven't actually faced the Kraken yet. The biggest creature you've seen out at sea has been a whale, which you have hunted down and killed.
Fair enough.
You know, that's a lot. That's a lot of food.
We didn't really do it for food, but we did it, and also got the food as a byproduct.
At that particular point, you know, that was the fleet was turned more towards hunting. You know, because you got to use your military. You got to give your navy something to do in the wintertime when there's no one to fight.
You wanted that whale blubber.
Like we do hunt for food, but we take more honor in, like, I have defeated the whale.
Mm-hmm.
And we often.
Well, I mean,
I single-handedly
you do have a mariner's background, so. No, you do have a mariner's background though, because every Cherokk is, you know, it's mandatory for every Cherokk male to serve minimum of 2 years on ship.
Oh yeah, that's why I picked the Kraken at first, because like I was on the water, I was throwing harpoons.
But I haven't decided if there's going to be a Kraken in this or not. You know.
Yeah, that's the first animal I thought that would be impressive to tell a story about. He's not just telling. I fished once. He's trying to impress them with tales of epic heroicness of murdering animals.
Tales of epic failureness because they've been.
I took off all my armor and I snuck up on the rhinoceros. I jumped on his back and punched him into his head until he submitted, and then I ate his horn.
Now that's a land-based thing. There are no rhinos in Cherokk.
I mean, the biggest where there are rhinos.
The biggest creature you got to find in Cherokk is like a bear, because
I'm not allowed to even wrestle bears as far as that goes. So.
Yeah, you know, because you know that the bear is your religious totem, so your god's religious totem animal. So,
what was that?
Who've we lost?
Cyrus dropped. I don't know if it's like a headache or something. All right.
He said something about taking ibuprofen earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he needs time to like chill for a bit, that's cool. I have no idea how to play him because I don't know his character sheet. At least not to my knowledge. So yeah, I mean, you spend the evening bullshitting and like, you know, just being generally rowdy and such, you know, before. I mean, what, do you just go straight to sleep or what?
I guess when it quiets down, I go and curl up and sleep or something.
What about Haley?
Yeah, sleep.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to punish you with this. Sai here, because he's disappeared for a moment. He takes first watch. Can't explain this to you. If you know, if you're at camp and you're not on watch, anything can happen.
Nobody. How am I supposed to know that?
Yeah, I know. That's the reason why I'm not going to punish you. I mean, if all three of you had said that, I would have gone. Yeah, okay, all right. This is the possibility of what can happen if you don't take turn, you know, on watch. You know?
Well, why don't we just put up traps everywhere?
Big doesn't really take that into account because often he travels alone, so there's nobody to watch.
So, you see, I need size stats because I need to know his perception.
He's got 10.
Or should I just 10 perception?
I think it was. No, was it 9?
I thought it was 9.
Okay.
Yeah, he's less than we are.
I'll roll for him 7 plus 9.
Yeah, he's 9.
Yeah, 16. Sorry, I had to think of that in my head. That was rather difficult. He sits there on watch, you know, for like the first 2.5 hours. Who would you want him to wake up for the next watch?
No, fuck it, I'll do it.
Okay. He then proceeds to wake you up and say, it's your turn to go and watch friend. Yeah, before bedding down himself.
Hey, that's gross. He's bedding himself.
No, bedding down.
Take himself to bed.
Jesus Christ.
He wakes up pregnant with his own child.
What the hell? How the hell did I do this? No, all right. Jokes aside.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, jokes aside. Give us a perception check.
No, do this right, you stupid button. Thank you. There you go. Can't get any better than that. I'm 30, so.
Cool. You get like an hour and a half into your watch before you hear a snap out in the forest, followed by what sounded like a hiss. You know, just off to the side of the tor. What do you want to do?
Go wake up Big McLarge's butt.
What is it?
I hear noises.
The outside again.
I hear noises as someone broke a branch, and I hear hissing.
Yeah, this is outside.
And we got to deal with it.
Ow.
Oh, it's his internet.
Noises.
Okay. All right. Well, we can wait till he comes back if you want. And because I'll say you two have woken up. I mean, is it just you two, or are you going to wake everybody up, or?
Well, since we can pretend like others are asleep, I was like, we could assume like I was gonna get woken up for my watch sooner or later anyway. So he's like, I might as well wake up the guy that's gonna wake up anyway. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
It's not seeming that drastic anyway. I don't know how important does it seem to him anyway.
Well, no, it was just a noise, and you can't tell whether it was like a animal or a monster or is human or anything. Right. You know,
well,
it was just.
Why the hell did I roll a 29 perception for nothing?
Can I roll a nature check to like?
What do you have? Dark vision, Haley?
Dark vision, where'd that be at?
It would be somewhere on your character sheet, somewhere.
That doesn't tell me where.
Well, you're
a human, so humans don't.
Yeah,
we're all
human. I am a human.
Yeah, I was going to say humans generally don't, but if you want to, I can say you can give yourself temporary
you can't
dark vision you can give yourself temporary dark vision, but all you'll see is black and white. You won't see color.
I got use magic device. Wow. That mean?
No, with this, it's you're casting a spell, which is a D100. Roll above 90, it's critical success. Below 25, 25 and below, and it's a failure with subsequent consequences. So that is always an option to the characters. You know, you can enhance yourself temporarily.
Fail.
Actually, no, you succeed because that's above 25.
You didn't end. Fair job.
If you'd got above 90, if you got 90 or above, then you would have done. You'd have done this even better, and the spell.
That's the first time I've ever hit a D100. I've never actually used it ever on any of these games yet until now.
Yeah, with
Rockwood here to see it. Oh, sorry.
With that, you give yourself a dark vision for 5 rounds. If you'd have done it with a success, it would have been for like at least 2 minutes, which is a long time in like things like combat and so forth.
It's like an entire 4-hour stream. But I was wondering if can I do a nature check to just kind of say like, oh well, that blank number of animals or type of animals makes noises like that, so don't worry, kind of.
Yeah. If you want to,
unless it is something that I need to worry about, but I would know that with my nature check.
I mean, you can roll nature if you got nature. You don't know shit.
17.
Oh well, with a 3, yeah.
I've got 12 nature.
Yeah, you're like okay. Any number of creature could make that. It could be like a wild deer. It could be like a wild boar. You know, it could even be a bear. You know, but
better than mine.
You don't really know the creatures of the region all too well, other than like
no creatures.
They serve like either venison or like probably deer or whatever on their tables.
Yeah, this is where Osiris would have come in handy because he knows this area.
Ow.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Yeah, but he's still technically asleep. But with your dark vision, and your roll of 29 perception, you can vaguely make the outline of a humanoid crouched down just at the edge of your dark vision. It's very faint.
Big McLarge butt. It's a big humanoid type fuck face. You can see him in the dark.
I get up and
I am up. Oh, okay.
Pick up my big ass. I mean, my ass. My huge ass.
Your big ass axe.
My ass axe. That's big. The big two-handed one, and take a threatening stance over towards that direction, and then just like shout out, "You! Who are you?"
Are you rolling anything for that, or
if I have to? Otherwise, what do I roll? It's just somebody that would call back to me, or do I have to intimidate them or something?
I'd say intimidate. Yeah, you could roll that. Or acrobatics. No, I'm only joking.
Acrobatics.
Awesome.
That would be a 14.
With a 14, you hear another noise off to one side, but you don't actually hear like anyone say anything. And it's the first one that is pointed out to you by Haley is like you could not really make him out, but you know he's there.
So somebody else,
so you know the general direction.
Intimidated them enough to just kind of squiggle a little bit.
Now the guy in Haley's vision, he just isn't moving. He's just all you can see is just a silhouette there, just staying. Okay. But the noise that you heard came from behind you. They're on the other side of the entrance to the door. Yeah, so basically someone you guess took a step backwards whilst trying to sneak up onto the entryway into this place. Hang on. It changed. Okay.
Fail.
13. Right, does a 13 hit your armor class at all?
No.
All right, so you basically, from that same direction, hear this little whistle, and it's just enough for you to actually tell that there's something flying through the air at the back of your head, and you just duck out of the way quickly as this arrow smashes into the rock that's just right beside you. Do you want to roll for initiative, or have you got anything else? Bear in mind, the rest of the party's asleep at the moment.
Except me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll just be like, shout, because I'd be a little bit peeved at the fact that somebody was shooting me. Like, how dare you, you coward!
Okay, and I'll have everyone roll for initiative, and then once we've rolled for initiative, I will then say, okay, we'll take a break there and try and get. You started last week.
Initiative. Where's initiative?
So I guess if that would be the case, I know what I'm going to do when we get to the battle.
There's
it's not even including. Oh, well, I have 3 initiative points.
Yeah, but the thing is that even you'd have to roll a 20 on your perception to be able to see these guys at the moment.
Are we using a total, or are we using a dex modifier mission?
It should be just
difference really, unless you have an extra modifier for your initiative.
Yeah,
my total is 9, and my dex modifier.
But I'd say it's just D20 plus your initiative, isn't it? Really?
Yep.
So it's D20 plus 9. Then.
Yeah. Because this time I'm way more prepared. I've actually got a notebook so I can write the initiative down.
Dang it! Hold on. Okay. Got to make sure it's the right damn. That's it.
Okay, so Rube goes first.
Of course. He stole my roll.
So
hang on, I gotta. You see, yeah, I'm gonna have to use my dice for this one because I can't roll for my guys without you like figuring out numbers and so forth.
So before we battle, though, we're gonna take a short break, right?
Yeah, and try and see if we can get Sorry, back into the game.
I'm gonna go make a cup of tea while you're doing your initiative layouts. Then.
Okay.
Go tee it up.
Tee it up.
I think he's still freaking loud in my ear. Turn him down some more.
Mm-hmm.
Guess I'll go see. Nope, nobody's typing in this stream. I can't even tell if anybody's in mine.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I'm hosting him. I don't know what the fuck it's supposed to do, let alone watching it. I don't use Discord. I don't use Twitch that much. I use Mixer.
Okay. It's just one more. Okay. You rolled a 10, so yeah.
Yeah, Rip stole my good roll, the fucker. Because look, if I'd have gotten his roll, I would have gotten a 29. See? I always get robbed out of my good roll.
Mm-hmm. Well.
All right. What am I looking for on my sheet for damage?
But it should be whatever your. But I did you get these stats that I sent you?
What do you mean?
I private messaged you the stats for the longbow, which you said
I
you brought.
did see
it. So you used those stats. What was your other one? It was the short hand crossbow, wasn't it? I mean, you can still have that, but I'd say firing both would be a bit difficult. So.
Huh? I'm confused.
Just use the stats for. Well, you're going to be using the longbow, so just use the stats that I sent you for that. For the if you're using a longbow, But if you're using a dagger, remember one of them is a D8, the other is still what were they? D6.
Yeah, D6.
Yeah, I mean one of them's slightly better, That's the one with the jewel at the bottom, as the jewel is the pommel,
Yeah.
Which you could pick what kind of jewel it is, really. I mean, it's part of the weapons. I'd say it's non-removable.
I'd say onyx, considering I'm a assassin, so these would be dark and not standoutish.
Yeah. Okay.
So it'd be a black jewel.
You see, you could have even said it was like pure diamond, just and go. Oh, would have been like cool. But
yeah,
Onyx is in characters.
Would try to rob me.
Yeah, probably. Man.
And then I would have to kill him.
Mm-hmm. So, right. I just messaged him, just saying any luck, because if he's got his phone, it might come up on there.
Yeah, it should. He's got an iPhone.
Yeah. Because I mean, I haven't got wall stats because honest to God, I cannot find his character sheet. He sent it to me, but
just take anything that seems reasonable and increase it by 4. It matches his style.
It's showing he was in your stream, whether you're paying attention to the story.
You used the only person that typed anything, it looks like.
Yeah, he's still in there, but whether he's 30. No, he said it was, but at last he didn't die, thanks to the Lord of the Keep.
Yeah, the guy didn't die. He's just permanently brain damaged.
I mean, talking about himself doing all the work.
You see, I was actually kind of hoping you guys would have searched him, but you didn't. So,
searched too.
Well, gone through the rest of that brain dead guy's effects, because you said you just grabbed him and threw him in there, I mean, you gave him a general search for like weapons and shit, but you didn't say you did a thorough search. So.
I didn't know there was a difference.
Well, yeah,
I thought a search was a search. I didn't know there was a difference.
Well, you got to think people are going to stash away things in like.
I'm an assassin. It's kind of
Yeah, there is a question about whether or not you have to be like very specific what you say, because sometimes it's just like you search him and it's like, okay, anything that's important, you say like, hey, you found the important stuff, versus you say I get search him and I search him again, then it seems a little weird.
I guess the thing for me would be I'm an assassin. I know, but why would I have to say that I'm going to search him when I should already know that it's going to be done?
Okay, yeah. Well, I didn't really think that one. Yeah, don't worry. I didn't really think that
fine. Don't worry about it. Well, I guess we'll just figure it out later at another time or something.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say that you did sort of like search him. I'll go into what extra things you found at a later point.
All right.
Because it just makes it
easy. Figure it out yourself, I guess.
Yeah. Because I got to figure a way to the story. We've had it fucking.
Yeah, because see, I'm an assassin, so therefore I'm going to search an assassin way better than anybody else would.
Yeah,
considering I know what they can hide and where they would hide it.
Drugs in their teeth.
It's better than hiding food in their beard for later, like you.
Well, now I'll say that while she was sitting there on watch, for the first hour before the noise went off, that you were sitting there thinking about a particular thing that you noticed, and then it dawns on you that you'd seen this tattoo that the guy had on him. If it's just a very small tattoo, but you'd seen it somewhere else, and it dawns on you that it's the same image of the half-melted eye that on the pendant that you found on that priest.
Oh, did they see the necklace? I know.
Are you talking about the assassin guy?
Have the necklace.
Yeah. You notice that he has that same mark. Just a very, it's not tiny, but it's small.
It's not very noticeable, is what you mean?
Yeah, but you notice it, and then as you're sitting there, you're like, oh, hang on, that mark is exactly the same as that pendant.
So everybody else saw this necklace because I know that Big has the necklace in his possession. He's not just like showing it off to everybody at the moment.
Yeah, but only Haley saw the mark.
But Big didn't see that guy or any of his stuff, so he doesn't make that connection at all.
Yeah, I mean,
well, you couldn't have seen it anyway because apparently I'm the one.
Well, no, even if I could have seen it, I would have to have been there, and it wasn't.
It's only me and
you and
Rock that were there anyway.
You and War.
I thought it was just me. Oh,
because you took him. He
was talking about the priest guy. It was me and Rock. I
thought you were talking about the assassin that you got poisoned. That was
okay, you're right.
That wasn't in town. That was in the estate.
Yeah, but you basically that as an assassin that you generally mark yourself in one way to identify which order you're from, or exactly your point of origin. It's like your badge of honor, kind of thing. So. And you just put it off as, that's just a, standard identifying mark, and you don't really think about it in great detail until, you start thinking about the necklace. Well, and it's like, oh, hang on, they are actually kind of connected. And so that's basically what you glean from that sort of like thing whilst you're on watch. The other half an hour before you hear the noise, you just sat there sort of like kind of personally gloating that you managed to suss this out. So,
cool.
Yeah. What attacks would a bow use? I can't remember, because I'm just going to ask Cy for him to give me his sort of like attack roll. So I know how to roll it for his character.
I can tell you from either character sheet if you want to. Just gotta get to it.
What's your question again?
All right, attacking with a bow is your dexterity modifier.
Yeah, so it's your dex modifier plus your base attack bonus.
Yeah, because I want to roll for him so that he doesn't.
For melee, but your dex for range.
The dex on mine is 20. Yeah, if you're talking about the other one, it's 6. The modifier, dex modifier.
Yeah, the modifier is what it is.
All right, it's 6.
Basically, if you're using your knives to stab people, you would add your strength modifier to your base attack bonus, and then your strength modifier to your damage. If you're doing it with range stuff, you do it with dex instead.
Yeah, I just asked him to give me that information because, I'm pretty sure that I have gotten that information somewhere else, but it's just trying to fucking remember. I'm pretty sure he did send me his character sheet. So, nope, I don't have his character sheet there. I think Rock sent it to me actually, which may be a good thing.
Rock send it? Is the question.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. So,
check a message from Cyrus or from Rock. Maybe he sent it to you from there or through his own name. Yeah, that's how he sent me mine, was through a message to me. Just like you did. Or just like however the hell we got it.
Okay, who wears a chain armor of chain shirt? Do you wear that?
The what?
Your armor, is it a chain shirt?
Hold on. Let me see.
Because I've got a character sheet up here and I'm not sure whose it is.
Let's see what we have. Rock, which is the summoner.
Yeah, I mean,
Cyrus might wear a chain shirt. He seems.
It's not me. I don't have one. Say anything on it.
It seems
okay,
plausible. Because I would say that War is probably wearing heavy fucking armor.
Oh no! This is the stats for Rock. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. This is good. Yeah, he's wearing a chain shirt. All right, that's it. That's cool. I've got his stats, so we can actually add him into the fight. All right, his base dex is base is 11 dex plus 6, so that's automatic 17 before he rolls a d20. All right, got it. I'm gonna have to roll him in. I'm gonna have to roll a d20 for him and just see where he goes in the turn order. So sorry about this taking forever, guys.
It don't matter.
No, I'm just trying to make sure that everybody's in. I say he starts just after Rib.
Wait, what is his dex?
Because he rolled a natural 20.
No, what is his dex? Does he have like a 22 or something?
His dex is 6.
His modifier is, or his overall dex?
Yeah. No, he's modified. That's
so
what I'm basing it off.
Bases of it or something?
I don't know. This would be 26 total because I'm just adding.
No, I was just wondering what his base or his dex score is because I don't know how these scores work specifically.
Well, it's just your modifier.
No, I mean just like as his like base. Like just curiously, like what is his dex? Like,
I don't know, but his modifier is 6.
Yeah. So he didn't say that like his basic scores. Just like the basic.
No, I don't need basic scores. I just need the modifiers.
I'm talking like just curiously while we're just sitting bullshitting.
Yeah. Well, he rolled a 20, so he goes after you.
As far as
you're here. I mean, I know it seems kind of wrong, but you're here. He currently isn't. So you can roll. Do your thing whilst I set up to do his thing.
Yeah.
So. Well,
that means I go last anyway.
No, actually, you go 4th.
Yeah, I know. I was going last.
So what's his dex is 2, And he's
whose dex is 2?
Ribs, not Ribs, Rocks. So, oh man, his dex is 2, his initiative is 2. Oh man, right, so that's 4 plus a d20
Yeah, he's
for him.
Or stay away type guy.
Yeah.
Which means he's a big wuss.
Yeah, he actually goes third.
Wait, who goes? Wait, I'm confused as who's who.
The
You're
summoner.
first, Rock or Cyrus.
Okay, Cyrus is
Or Rib
the
is
high dex, and that's what I was.
Rib is third, or
thought you were saying
shit.
Rock.
Damn it, Rock is third, and I'm last.
Because that seemed a little weird. The Archer having that high of a modifier is like, yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm missing out one character, but I can deal with him later.
Oh,
no, actually, that's
what is
4.
Cyrus's dex?
It's the modifier is +6. So
Yeah, he's got the same one I have as my other. It's an elf, but it's still an archer. So
yeah, well, he's not an elf, but
yeah, I know. It's still
basically he is, but in human form. Right, so you see this arrow smash off the wall right next to you. You shout and wake up the rest of the party. As soon as you shout, Sai is literally right up next to you. Like, okay, what is it? Everyone's basically up. What do you want to do? You are first.
So you're saying I didn't see where the arrow came from specifically?
No, you can look off
direction?
It came from behind you.
Yeah, I mean.
So I know the general direction. I just haven't seen it. Is what the question.
Well, the only person that can actually see anything beyond the
it's pitch dark. Yeah.
Fire is Haley. And that's only for a short amount of time.
Okay.
I saw the one in front and the one behind it. Is your perception or whatever?
Well, no, you only saw the one at front at first. You heard the one behind him.
Right.
You can look
behind, you heard him, and he shot an arrow, and the rock next to your head.
Mm-hmm.
So you know he's behind you. You just don't.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, I was like taking into effect the pitch darkness. So I was like, I know the direction.
I basically told you about the direction. Anyway. I told you exactly. I told everybody the douchebag.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So you know where he is.
So far, you and me know about the guy in front of us. I know about the guy behind me because he shot at me, but I don't know where he is specifically, other than the behind me part.
Yeah.
So that's where we are, and it's dark, and you can see, but I can't. And the other
but I mean, there is still the fire that you built up. It's still going. To
but I wouldn't be able to
provide more threat. Right? But beyond the light of the fire, you just see black. So.
Yeah, so at this point, I wouldn't be able to really see specifically. And I don't know if I'd be able to see the kind of movements that give away their position, even at that, if I were to do a perception. But could I try that? Just
a
spot,
perception?
Any kind of idea of where they are?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I mean, that's
darkness for a 21.
Yeah, with a 21, you catch the odd occasional flash of like somebody moving around,
so I can see some sort of evidence of their position is all that matters.
Yeah. You know that there's a few of them out there.
Oh, so I know there's more than
just
one guy.
from like a quick scan of like the general entryway in the surrounding area.
If that
you notice that there's a few things moving out there.
There's more than one guy by himself. I'm going to take this time to switch from my two-handed axe to my dual-wielded tomahawks instead for dealing with multiple foes. And I think that would probably take up most of my turn to switch at weapons.
Hang on. I forgot to do one thing. Sorry about that.
Oh no!
There.
Is this like
there you go.
Roll20 picture? Because it looks very familiar.
Yeah. It basically is. I mean,
like starting points. That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are sort of like I did have one with the cliff, but I can't find it at the moment. So you guys are basically off to on the right hand side of the map, and there's where the leading towards the cart area.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta zoom out.
We're kind of right around in here, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, like we say, I don't know if it's a cart, the fire, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, around the edge, sort of like where the trees are to the left. I mean, that's kind of like a deep ditch.
So
and the rest of it is basically just
maybe, or the edge of the cliff. Is that what it is?
Yeah, down at the very edge. Yeah, basically that area is just like a ditch area. As I said, I did have an actual proper map for this, but my machine has somehow deleted this.
So roughly, where would the entrance? Like,
hang on.
This place is except for where the entrance is, right? Vaguely, because you said there's like one way in.
Yeah. It's basically like the edges of the path that you're on. The where you get up to is just sunken. And the cliff at your back. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. It's just as I said,
like what I'm doing to draw it, like using this is cliff, kind of stuff.
Yeah. Basically, sort of like where that's
set it up
is
for us, so
pinging or not?
Yeah. Idea. It's not really doing a whole lot for us.
See, I have no idea if it's pinging the freaking map or not. Like I wanted
I'm not seeing anything.
No, because it should be like, fuck's sake. Never mind. The top right hand corner, where that little rock is basically the pathway in.
So here, oops.
Yeah. Hold on. Sorry about the bad map. Basically, it's just
this kind of place is where the entrance is.
Yeah. The rest of it's just sunken around
right around in this vague area, and the rest of
it
here is basically sunken. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry about this. As I said, guys, it's just for some reason the laptop that I'm using decided, okay, I want to delete that image, and I can't seem to find it. So that's just wonderful.
Welcome to Rock's laptop before you get a new one.
No, this ain't my laptop. I generally use my PC. So. Thanks for this, Rip.
Look, it's beautiful.
I don't even know what he wrote because
I'm just kind of
not far enough to see it.
Stuff like these orange things represent the edge of the hill, and this red thing represents the entrance.
No, but you're gonna say that it represents the.
It represents the blood of all of our enemies pouring out of this place.
Would that technically be the red?
Yeah, that's why the red is going up towards the right.
But you've just put out your war axes, and from the darkness you hear, okay, drop everything. And I'm going to roll an intimidate, which, hang on, I got to get the stats for this guy up.
And then I just tell him to kiss my.
You're lucky because he doesn't have intimidate. So you're lucky. I just made that.
So drop everything. He says like, drop it all, and we're like, no, thank
you. He shouts at you. You guys basically unfazed by it. Noticing that you don't do that, he says, "Right, lads, okay, get up there and kill them." And with that, you see two guys literally appear at the bottom of the walkway. Both, you notice straight away that they're both carrying a huge bastard sword with a light crossbow slung across their back, wearing what could best be described as like leather armor but covered in plates. So it's slightly more resistant, and they start marching towards you.
So they each got bastard swords and they're plated up.
Mm-hmm.
Are they bigger than big?
They are about like 5'6", 7 foot, 5'6", 6 foot, roughly. So
very small people.
They're average. You know.
They're tiny.
Hey, no one's like 12 feet tall like you. Shut up. Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Hang on, I got to check see if they got a shield. Yes, they are also carrying a large, heavy shield as well. In their offhand.
Of course they are. Man, this would have been a better fight to have.
It is your turn, Rib. I'm just waiting to see what you do. Yeah,
no, because I figured it would take about my full turn to like switch my big axe for little axes.
No, I'd just say that you had your weapons like down by your feet, so you could just like.
I was holding a big ass two-handed weapon to switch it to two one-handed weapons. Seems like a lot, but okay, if that's the case, and I see them, I suppose.
Yeah, because you get an action and then you move action. Yeah, I say if you don't move, you can use another. You can do another action. A sort of like minor one, which is yeah, you can basically do another action.
I suppose I'll just put myself in a position more kind of between the rest of the party and them.
So blocking them off.
More or less, yeah, like kind of putting myself as a shield in a way. But
I wish I could get these fucking markers to work, man, because it's annoying.
And maybe point one of I would say my left axe, be like, you go back. Just like, I don't know if there's any kind of a intimidate necessary there, if I could just be like, this is going to be a fight anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to find a image, that I can use. But saying like premium bullshit. So, wonder if I can use this. No, it says I got to purchase asset. Fuck off.
Simon, shut up.
Nope. That's annoying.
Yeah, he is annoying. Yeah, I know.
No, it's just if I want to sort of like use any like markers, it's just saying I got to do like all premium assets, which I don't have the money for that at the moment. So sorry guys.
Stupid.
Yeah, I know. For the next game I get sorted out. Right, next up is Rock, which he can summon. So I'm going to make him summon a.
Is it Rock or is it Cyrus? That's what I kept on being confused on.
Oh yeah, actually it is Cyrus. Cyrus sees these two. He just sees them coming. He's just like, no, fuck this, and draws his bow, notches an arrow, and fires at them. So that's a D20. He misses. Don't worry. It just clangs off their shield. Next is Rock. Yes. So I'll have him summon a wolf right next to him, which that will require a D100. So, which he critically succeeds at, so he gets a stronger wolf, which I'm going to have to get the fucking stats for.
It's a wolf, but it also speaks. It's a philosopher wolf. And it says, why would we fight? I'm going to go do something else.
Okay. And why does he keep going to shopping? What? Yeah, all right, and I'd boost that one to the correct, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so right beside him, a big fucking wolf just appears. It's snarling. And it makes you all sort of like just like jump a little bit. It's like, oh, hang, what the fuck? Just this big fucking animal just appearing out of nowhere. And he will then duck behind the carts where sort of like you got the rest of the horses picketed to. So Yeah, that's his turn. Next up is Haley.
Oh, so they're in front of us?
Yeah. There's two, not heavily plated, but lightly plated guys carrying big fucking swords and a shield.
Kind of sort of that green scrabbly.
I don't see.
Is it not showing on yours?
I gotta zoom out. Oh, okay, up there.
I just made a green.
Where we at, Rick?
We're kind of generally, at this point, I would say,
yeah,
I am roughly up around in here, and generally, I think the party's around in this area.
Yeah. I mean, except for Rock, he's behind the cart. Oh, yeah, so, as I said, I did have a different proper map for this, but my computer fucking lost it somehow.
I'm gonna move up to here.
Okay, yeah. So you're at the top by one of the rocks up there. You can see them. You also, with your dark vision, notice that there's two extra guys standing back there. One very much larger than the two that are coming up, and a robed figure at the back.
All right, so I let my team know that.
Okay.
Is that going to be an action or?
No. Yeah, I just say you do that for free.
So
you just point them
out.
Yeah, there's two more fuckers out there, basically.
You said there's a robed guy?
Yeah, but they're sort of like...
In what manner, I shout back, because I remember the other dude that we were fighting.
But yeah, you got to remember, it's dark vision. He's only going to see in black and white. All he can see is a guy with a robe on.
I don't know that, though.
Right, so since I am right here, since I'm there, and I can see that guy perfectly, I think I'm going to throw my daggers. But the question is, how much more damage does the one I throw by itself throwing?
It does the new dagger does a 1d8 by itself.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that one, basically its damage is 1d8, whereas the other one said damage is 1d6.
You do your attack in the same way, you just do different damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to throw that one dagger from one hand, and then the other hand I'm going to throw.
You're going to throw how many?
You said I can instead of throwing two, that would be one dagger. So that's one hand. Then my other hand, two from my number 4.
Yeah, so you're keeping hold of one. Okay, roll an attack for us. It should be your dexterity plus your base attack modifier plus a d20.
What do you know that right now? Oh, I'm looking for my... What am I looking for? My damage or my...
You're looking for your dexterity modifier plus your base attack bonus. And then just you roll a d20 and you add them all together. It's because you're throwing them. If you was stabbing him, you'd be using your strength modifier.
I'm going to be using that's 9, and then there'll be... That's my damage, and my dex modifier is 5.
So your base attack bonus and dex modifier add up to 9, and you roll. So 18.
No, that's my dex modifier, or that number that I put in there, that 9, is actually the damage.
Oh, don't worry about that yet.
That's
you don't add damage yet. You add your base attack bonus and your dexterity modifier, and then you roll a d20. That's it.
I'm lost. I don't.
Look up dex, and then it'll say modifier. It'll have a number in there, right? So 5. Then look at base attack bonus. What does that say?
Oh, where would that be at?
Right under the fortitude, reflex, and will. The next thing under that.
Where, Rib? Say it again.
You see your fortitude, your reflex, and your will? That section? So first you got your strength, dex, con, and all that. Then the next little blocked off section is your AC. Then
there it is. Okay.
Yeah, then keep going.
My base attack bonus is 3, so
it'll be 5 plus 3.
Yeah, it'd be 8.
8 plus whatever you roll. So just roll a d20 again so that we can get it with those stats. Yeah, well, you hit them either way. So, yeah, roll damage for all of your daggers. And you still got one of them in your hand, yes?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
So I roll So I got to roll what?
2 d4s. No, 2 d6s and a single d8.
What I'm gonna do is d6, 6, d8.
No, it's not bad. That's 14 points of damage. Not bad. You launch the daggers and you see one hit him, like right in the shoulder blade, just above the shield. And you see him like take a step back, and then as he does so, the shield comes out of position, and the other two just whack him in like the lower abdomen.
Cool.
And he just looks pissed off now. So he can't do anything at the moment. You took your move action, didn't you?
Yep.
Yep. That one that you just actually hit will now start running up the hill. He can get into range of you, no problem, and he'll swing his.
Technically, I still got probably a. I can see. I don't know what the distance.
Sorry, pardon?
I don't know what do you know? There's no way we can find out how much the distance is I move.
Well, getting up the. But each square is 5 foot, so.
Yeah, we only got the vague idea of where anybody is specifically.
1, 2.
Anyway.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. That's about 15 feet, so I can basically back if I need to.
But but he runs up the pathway, straight towards you. I mean, you'd already moved to get up there, so you've done your move action already. Hang on, I just got to look at something. Right. I am nerfing the hell out of that because that's a bit too much, and so. Does a 16 hit you?
No. 21.
Okay, so he swings his sword clumsily at you, and it just clangs off the rock just to the side. Next up is War. He will stand in the middle of the pathway, raising his shield between, right, basically beside you, and he will say, "Cover your eyes and cast a flare." With a critical success, so the whole area is now illuminated. You with dark vision, it's a little bit too bright, but you don't really suffer too much of a penalty. It's just like -1 to perception. Nothing.
It's so bright you can hear it.
Yeah, it's like, damn, that fucking stings. So now you can all clearly see all 5 guys. So like the 2 at the base, the big hulking guy, the third one, which was like trailing behind them, which you didn't see at first, and the robed guy, and they're all like, "Oh fuck,"
Oh wait, there's how many guys? 2 guys that were coming up front, then 2 guys, then a big guy, and then another guy and a robed guy.
Yeah. What you didn't see was behind one of the other guys, as they were coming up, was another third guy. He was like shorter, so you couldn't see him.
So there's another guy, and then this guy with the robe. Man,
mm-hmm.
You see, they all look different.
The two guys that are coming up, there was a third guy right behind them.
Between these guys.
Between the large ones, so they're not there. Yeah.
Just trying to get an idea of what's out here. It's not going to be the right spots unless you place them specifically, but
Yeah, but that guy, he can't do anything because he's now like blinded, covering his eyes. I was going to have him move, but I can't now because he's like that with that.
Blinded by
and yeah, because of that, it's now back to you, Rib. Because the other guys are basically blinded; they can't do shit.
Was there a guy that you said that? Ace
yeah, there's a war in Haley. There's a guy in Haley's face right now.
But he had taken he's vulnerable because his shield is down or something. You said.
No, he got nicked just above the shield, which made him like stumble and
pushed out of the way or something.
Yeah, as he got hit, he like took a step back and his shield came out of position because he was, obviously distracted, by the pain in his shoulder.
That doesn't really work in this type of game.
But he is right up in Thingy's face at the moment. So.
And that would be, I'm assuming, based on this guy right here.
Yeah, it's the guy I threw it at.
Like he's more in this area.
Yeah, he's literally right in his face.
If you can do that, like, you see that story, you can do draw shape, and you can place two guys where you can do that.
You see, the annoying thing is, if it would allow me to freaking copy your pictures, I could then put you on a little square, and I could do the same with them. It's just not allowing me to do so. For some annoying ass reason, So.
I haven't actually tried this yet. I'm going to move vaguely to this area.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take my right-handed chained tomahawk and chuck it at this dude.
What, the one right in front of you?
The green dude right here.
Okay, roll an attack. You doing?
It'll be a plus my dex, which is going to add up to. Let's see. 18.
Lucky. That is just on the fucking mark. So yeah, you do hit him, and
so yeah,
it does sink in.
And and it do how much damage it do? D8 plus 3 at this point. 6.
Yeah, it does hit him, and then it after sinking into him for like a second, the chain starts instantly reeling it back in for you.
I was like, I want to pull it back and see what happens.
So you've thrown it, you've done the damage, and it's just like, all right, it's coming back. You do still have your other tomahawk. Plus,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is like, can I use this? Because I think the way the attacks work in the Pathfinder, I don't think it would work that way. But if I can pull him in towards me and swing him with my left hand, because I am dual wielding him technically.
Oh, what, you want to try and hook him?
If it's in him and I'm pulling it back.
Well, with a 12, I'd say it just hit him.
Okay.
Instead of hooking into him. I mean, if it had been like,
pulled it back, and it just leaves a little bit of a gash in him.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't think it is reasonable that I'd be able to take a second go.
What? No, you can
through the other one, but I don't really feel that's the best plan at the moment.
Well, you can.
I would have swung
you can move up to him at the same time, because you do have a move action. So, plus you got two. If you're using your tomahawks, you have like 3. If you throw one, then you got.
I don't know how that would fall for the dual attack, because generally the dual attack is like a flowing motion kind of thing in my head anyway, where I'm just like doing a combo. But if I threw one and it had to be interrupted by me moving into him, would that even count as a different action?
Yeah, I would say sort of like you're sort of like chasing your chain down, basically. So I'll give you an extra swing.
Just like throw the chain and rush at him with the other hand.
Yeah.
Okay, then I can go for that. So this would be a melee attack at that point, if I think the way I want to do it. So this would be
because I mean, as a barbarian, you got like 3 attacks, don't you?
Well, no, that was my skills that I took were more dual wielding focused. The third attack on my dual wield, the way I was doing it last time, was if I hit with both of my attacks on one guy, I can do a third attack onto another guy. But it depends on how we want to play it, you know?
Yeah, but there'll be nobody in range, you know, at that particular point. So,
but yeah, if I rush this guy after throwing my axe at him and like while I'm pulling,
but you still got to wait for the axe to get fully back, you know.
Well, the other axe in my hand though is the left-handed axe I still have in my hand. And that's what I was thinking. Like, if I'm rushing him, would it be able to...
Yeah, that's what I mean by your second attack is your offhand weapon, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you wouldn't get the third one because you're still waiting for the thing to come back. Like, so you'd get the second attack, you know.
Okay, so I'll do that. I'll go douche. And this would be plus, because it's melee, that would be plus 8.
Well, his armor class is 18, so...
Oh, yeah, so I got it, because I got...
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to hide their armor class from you. Once you hit it, you know.
Well, yeah. So...
But bear in mind, you have to get above 18 to hit this guy.
So it's 18 or up. Okay, yeah. Okay. But yeah, I got above 18. Just a little bit.
I think I should have buffed their AC a little bit.
So this would be a 7.
7 points of damage.
But yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
as you come rushing in, you know, following your axe, you swing it. Excuse me. You swing it, and it goes around the side of him, you know, behind the shield. And you hear him grunt as your axe bites into his side, and you pull it back with a little bit of a gush of blood, and you see it, you know, pouring a little bit in the bright. Now, what it is best described as sunlight, you know, flying above your head. So, you know, yeah, that's your one. Seeing that, climbs on top of one of the carts and notches an arrow and launches it straight for the third guy, the one that got blinded.
Little guy.
So, hang on, that's 6 plus 11. Hang on, shit, what was it? Forgotten. Whoops, I closed the wrong thing there.
Wait. It's the third guy is the guy
17?
between the 2 guys down the hill and not the guys that we're fighting, right?
No, the 2 guys that you're fighting, you know, that are right in your face now and his face, there's only 3 of them in total.
Oh, so the guys that I was putting up here, these other 2 little green guys aren't existent?
You know, behind them 3 is a large guy.
Okay.
You know, dressed the same, but, you know, bigger.
So
and a
I thought these were
guy that you...
guys.
Well, and another guy, so, yeah.
So we'll draw this. Hold on. It's not the easiest thing to control.
I promise you guys, I will get this shit sorted out for next game.
We got this big guy and then the other guy, the rogue guy. Okay.
So yeah, yeah. Basically, that's exactly where it is. Yeah, he launches an arrow, so that's 17 base. So. Yeah, he definitely hits. I forgot his damage. It was longbow, which I got those stats. Yeah, so 1d8 in it. So. Come on, roll it, piece of shit. 6 damage to him. That one just catches him in the other shoulder, the one that did have his sword, but he's now not carrying because he's too busy covering his eyeballs. You know, and it just whacks him in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other guys, though, they were smart enough to look away. You know, so they're not entirely sort of like dazzled, but they, you know, it is a bit too bright for them. As soon as it went from pitch black to daylight in an instant. Rock sends out his wolf to attack the guy that you just hooked up. Melee bite plus so 6. Yeah. A D20 plus 6. Come on. No. He completely misses. He just snaps at the open air. He's at the base of his feet and completely misses him entirely. And he's... Yeah. He's like, oh, God damn this. You are up next, Haley.
I guess since I have nothing better to do, throw more daggers as I roll away.
Well, you've only got the one dagger left. After that, it's your bow. So,
well, I mean, I'm rolling
the guy
away.
The guy is right in your face.
So let's.
I say you could try to grab for one or more of your daggers if you wanted.
You know what? Let's try that. Let's do a.
Yeah, because I'll allow that for free, man. Not for total free, but I say roll for it. But
roll a stealth, right?
Yeah. Just roll a stealth and see if you can quickly grab one back, just to make it cool. Because else you're going to be left with like no way to defend yourself melee wise. Yeah. You grab back 2 of your daggers, the D8 from the shoulder, and one of the D6s, but the other one is kind of now covered by the shield. So you have three daggers in total, and you roll away. You said you launched your last one. So do you want to roll for an attack with that one, or do you want to use your bow?
Use my.
Because I'll just say you can switch weapons on the fly.
Well, I do have sleight of hand. That mean I'm a character.
Yeah, I just think it just makes it more streamlined.
So yeah,
you can roll that if you wish, Jim.
No. We'll just say I did it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a flourish maneuver.
Let me bring up the. So what am I rolling for this again? For the damage?
You're rolling a D8 plus your base attack bonus, isn't it? No, your dexterity modifier. Sorry.
Oh, my dexterity
and your base attack bonus, isn't it? Yeah.
Base
so,
attack bonus goes on.
I don't think
plus whatever.
This doesn't show a base damage. It says critical damage.
Your base damage is the same base attack bonus for everything.
So you're basically rolling exactly what you did before, because it is a ranged attack. So it'll be your dexterity modifier plus your base attack bonus, which I think
all
was
of it adds up to 8 because you had 5 and 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you add that to a D20 roll to see if you actually hit.
I thought it was a D8.
That's your.
Damage. No, that's your damage.
If you hit.
That's what I thought I was doing.
No, you gotta hit him with that first.
Oh. I think I hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do hit him. So roll damage. Yes.
That'd be a D8 plus a what? 3? 5? What?
No, I think it's just a straight D8, isn't it?
Oh, it's D8 plus your dex. Since it's the your dex damage, I think. But you don't add your base attack, so it's just...
9 damage. Actually, that's pretty good. You now notice that this guy is not looking so well, because he's already taken 3 daggers to him. Taking quite a fair amount of damage. Now with like this arrow sticking out from, just like a couple of inches away from his groin. He's now not looking so good about at the moment.
But he missed.
Man, it tells you how bad of an arrow pointer I am.
I just imagine that thing in Hannibal where like Hannibal stabs the dude in the groin, and he's like, he tried to stab me in the balls, but he missed, and the dude's just bleeding out because he didn't try to stab him in the balls.
Actually, I guess it's a pretty good shot if I was aiming for his asshole.
But the way I say it happened is as you was rolling, you notched an arrow mid-roll and loosed it, and it's still going to hit him, and then you got to your new position, which I have no idea where exactly you went to.
The roll probably around this area.
Yeah. Okay, so you went round behind the rock. Okay.
Well, right next to it, but further away.
Yeah. Basically, you got him in line of sight. So.
Yeah, because basically, it's just basically a so far distance away. It's not really like a natural move. It's just like a thing that you and Rock be able to get away in case they're in our face type of thing.
Yeah.
Well, like the
yeah, like a 5-foot drop and roll type of thing.
Noticing though that you sort of like disappeared backwards a bit more, because it is actually his turn. I believe, if I ain't mistaken.
Say what?
Yeah, it is his turn. He noticing that he's sort of like you've just dodged out of his way. He quickly turns and walks up to moves towards Rib. A big, large, huge here, and swings his huge busted sword. Which I've got to switch to the F one. 1 second. Yeah, plus 10. So D20 plus 10. No, that's a 13. I really don't think that hits you. So yeah, he completely whiffed it. It's this guy's not having a good day.
He won't be. So he's like right up next to me now, huh?
Yeah, he's right up next to you, and it happens to be War's turn. So he will. I think War's got a longsword, which I think is a D6, isn't it? Well, fuck it. I'll say it's a. No, actually, it's a challenge down. That'd be a much bigger sword. That'd be a D8. So yeah.
Hitting.
Al's base attack bonus are just 3. D20 plus. I'll add 7 to this because I can't remember his stats. 17. Yeah, he hits him. D8 plus.
You did me red now.
So he does 7 points of damage. This guy seriously does not look good now. Now the large guy at the back will push forward and not run, but he'll stamp his way up the causeway, trying to get as close to War as possible.
Sounds like he's having a hissy fit.
Does he get to like right there-ish?
So yeah.
The colors properly.
As I said, I'll get this shit sorted for next time because it's irritated me that it wouldn't do it.
Well, it doesn't help when you don't have.
Yeah, it's annoying because I had the I had the map and I had sort of like other things set up, but it just won't let me do markers for some reason. It won't even let me ping the fucking map. It's being really, really stupid tonight. So on this machine for some reason. Yeah, but he basically comes charging up. He gets into range, but he can't do anything, because he had to move twice. But the other guy, he takes one look at this situation, turning south, and bolts northwards.
Which guy's that?
The sorcerer,
the wizard.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
As he goes, you notice that he is also wearing a black cloak. And he just books it.
So for now, he's not in this gym.
Yeah. He's basically by the end of his next turn, he'll be out of the area entirely. You know.
What a bitch!
Ooh, what am I gonna do?
He'll fight us to the end in this one.
Yeah. He's just noticed that you guys, in quick, rapid succession, just pummeled one of his guys into a bloody pole. He's like, "No, I'm gone," you know, and he books it. You know, but that's after he's sort of like barked one last command at big fuck off guy over here to kill you all, and he's just basically running. And it's now back to Ripstone.
Oh man! All right, I somehow want to pursue this guy, but let's see. I suppose the best plan of action would be to just try to strike these guys down because they're in my way. Because I don't know if there's a way to just shove them down. But I could use an attack that potentially could hit them 3 times and then still rush at this guy. So let's give that a shot. First guy in front of me. So I've hit him twice, and now I'm going to try to do like a thing overhanded, like just downward with both hands at the same time, with both tomahawks.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd say roll your attack twice then.
Well, yeah, same I'm just describing it. So the first one is a 17.
No, he sees that. Well, he sees. Roll the next one actually, as well, because you're bringing down both of them. So
19.
Okay, the 17. He sees that you're the one with the chain. He sees that one coming, and he raises his shield above his head, and it clangs harmlessly off of it. The other one though just comes right down on top of his other shoulder, bypassing his actual sword. Which he's holding in his other hand, up, ready to attack. Let's roll damage for one of them.
Yeah. Oh. That will be a 7.
Yeah. Okay. He's also not looking too good now. So I forgot about third Merc, but don't worry, I'll have him move with the chief.
No,
so don't worry about that.
Question. I'm not going to be able to do my little flourish attack. Would I be able to, based off of just smashing that guy, push him around a little bit to try to chase down this other guy? Like, not even considering this guy.
Well, I say you was trying to slam him down into the ground because of the, overhead swing. You was just like trying to buckle him, But he did manage to deflect half of it, so you didn't manage to push him, because one of your attacks bounced off the shield.
Yes, what I was wondering.
So all you did was make him
to get past him.
I mean, at best, all you did was make him wince and like lean to that side a little bit, but that's about all.
So I wouldn't be able to use that as a.
No. I mean, if I'd say if you'd have rolled like an actual 8 on the damage, that probably would have done it. That I'd say would have staggered him, because it's like full power.
Get past him at this point. So if I can't get past him and push past him to try to chase this guy down, then I guess I'm stuck. That's the case.
Yep. Your new name is Chuck.
Yep. Right. Next is Sai. So I'll roll a d20 and I'll add the. He fires an arrow and it launches right up into the air with a sort of like a slow arc, and then you just see it come whistling right down, and it whacks the sorcerer in the shoulder, and he stumbles forward. Because that's who I was aiming for. Longbow is shit, man! I keep forgetting this. D8 plus his base attack bonus, which is 6. So he does 8 damage. So he solidly took that. You hear Duncan, as he stumbles forward. That's his turn. Rock will get his wolf to try and chase after him. He can move. How far can he move? Oh no, wait, he has got a limited range. So forget that. he will try to bite the one that's right beside him yet again, because I forgot to do the fucking wolf last time. Sorry, Rock. What's his bite? No, where is it? Six plus. Rolls. Nope, he doesn't actually hit that thing at all. Now you're up, Haley.
Damn, Rocket.
He's like, guys, I can't do anything, you know.
Is that right there? Is that a rock?
It's kind of like a little dip in the road leading up.
So there's nothing between me here.
No, there's nothing
there.
No, those are. I'll say that those are two little potholes in the path. I think that
asshole is more. The purple asshole is an enemy. The green asshole is an enemy. The big purple asshole is an enemy. The red guy is war. The orange guy, the little orange guy, is big. And the big orange
basically the guy between the orange, which is Rock, and the red, which is War, he's technically flanked.
Oh, that's War.
Yeah, the red guy right now is War.
Yeah,
just trying to keep the colors.
Yeah, I'm really, as I said, I'm really, really sorry. I'll have this shit fixed for next time, guaranteed.
I was listening. I just wasn't paying attention.
What I'll get you guys to do is to send your images to me. So.
Wait. Where's that dude that I was shooting
at? He rushed at Rock. Rib, sorry.
So he's right there?
Yeah, he's that purple.
Yeah, he's the purple guy. He's the guy that's actually flanked, which I'll say, but if you shoot him, you instead of doing a 1d8, you do 2d8. You know, basically double damage.
All right, I'm going to shoot this asshole right there with my bow. So I got to roll a d8 plus 5 again.
No, it's not a d8. You roll a d20 plus 5.
I tried.
No, your dex modifier you roll a d20 plus 8.
Oh. Well, next time I'll just wait until you guys tell me what they.
You'll pick it up, I think, at some point.
15.
Wrong all the time.
Even with him being flanked, he sees that coming, and it basically doesn't deflect off his shield, but the arrow sticks right into it. You know, so now he's got this fresh new arrow stuck in his shield.
That'll teach you to mess with us, you moron.
It's actually his turn. You know, he's now flanked. You know, so he's got no choice but to just straight up attack you.
Run away. Oh.
Well, no, because if he knows if he moves, you guys are going to just punch him in the face a couple of times, and he'll just.
How's he going to try to attack me?
No, he's not attacking you. He's attacking Big McLarge Huge.
Oh, then that's fucking just dumb of
it. Yeah, it's a D20 plus 10. Why do I keep forgetting this?
Yeah, because it's just a lot of stuff to keep track of. I only have one character, and I go like, what do I have to do?
He finally fucking hits you, I presume, with a 25.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Shit, man. Look, it's taken me this long to fucking hit you that I haven't even found out the stats for the attack. 1d10 plus 6. All right. 9, so 14 points of damage.
Holy balls.
Yeah, with that, he swings and catches you like just under the shoulders, catching you across the ribs a little bit, you know.
Rib got hit in the ribs.
Yeah. I thought you'd like that.
Ironic.
Mm-hmm. And he can't move, so he's going to like pull his shield up a bit more tighter up against him. The big fucking guy, he's going to tell his other guy, the little guy, to sort of like cover the sorcerer as he leaves. So he's going to sort of like basically disappear. Because I forgot about him and I can't be asked putting him back in the move order. And then he's going to turn and run up the hill and smash at War.
So this little guy here is fucked up.
Yeah. He's basically covering the retreat of Sorcerer Guy after he got whacked with a fucking bolt from out of Sai.
Yeah. They talk so much smack and I figure.
Yeah, this one here is a D12.
Draw them a bunch of times.
Yeah, they're just up there. This plus 12. So nope, he completely fucking misses you, and he is dumbfounded that he can't fucking do that.
Oops, this guy goes. He misses.
Yeah, he basically misses war. You know.
Crap.
Failure.
Both of them. God, stop.
Oh shit. Yeah. He's basically got up in his grill and just tried to slam at him with the freaking sword. If that fucking fails, and you hear him just roar with frustration. The other guy's fucked off, so Shura.
All right, well now I have to go up to the little bastard that hit me. Because he's like, ah! And he just like turns and he right-handed takes a swing down at him, and then left-handed overhand.
Okay, roll a
secondary
roll an attack for that.
Go. First one is a not great. 9 plus 8 is 17.
No, that doesn't hit. That
And
bounces off his shield.
His offhand is 20.
Yeah, that one hits. You know.
He's so good with his left hand. He's bad
That's because he's left-handed like me. That makes him so much better. I'm left-handed. What's wrong with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he is flanked. But because he is flanked, that's doubled. So that's you said that's 8 that you rolled in total.
Yeah,
double that.
16.
So yeah, basically, you just smash him into the ground.
Well, you take more damage when you're.
Yeah, that's what I said. He takes double damage when flanked. You know, okay. for Rocket, it's advantage. For me, I'd just say if you're in their face and you're flanking him, you do more damage. You know.
Okay, fair enough.
So basically, you just slam him, and he's dead. Basically, he's gone. You know.
And he's.
Yeah.
Don't hit me.
You know, your first one, though, he valiantly bounces, your weapon away, and then, because his guard's wide open, this Axis comes straight out down the middle and straight into his helm, splitting it, and you just see blood pouring from his face as he just slides off your axe and drops to the ground dead.
My right-handed tactics are just all about distraction, apparently.
Your right-handed tactics are all about your left hand.
Like, take that with my right hand, and then I kill you with my left.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm happy with that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Also, the sorcerer, though, has left the... he's like Elvis. He's left the building, But the other guy is there, ready with his crossbow.
He died on the crabber, too.
Yeah, the sorcerer just goes off and just dies on the toilet.
I wonder if that'll trigger anybody in your chat.
What? Elvis didn't die on the toilet. He's still alive on the toilet.
Yeah.
I might as well get rid of this guy while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, sorry. You killed him.
Is he gone?
No, the other guy's still alive, and he's just really badly wounded. What the mercenary? The wizard's gone.
Yeah, the other guy
he's run off. Now? No, he's just on the edge of the battlefield with his crossbow. Okay. Basically, he's covering that guy's.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure they were off the map or whatever.
Yeah. Basically, he's just on the edge of it. Next it is Sai. He, realizing that he can't hit that guy, will try to fire an arrow at the big guy, which is 11 plus 6, 17. I keep forgetting this. I'll roll this. 17. Yeah, he just hits him. Lucky fuck. Which is a 1d8 plus 6. 13 points of damage to him. Yeah, he's now got this fucking arrow sticking out of his fucking thigh, just plink straight in, and he's like, "Oh, you son of a!"
Shot in the buttocks.
Rock's gonna try to get his wolf to attack again.
I think you should use the snake. The snake was excellent.
Yeah, I called up the wolf. No, actually, he's going to just banish the wolf. Send it back, and he's going to try to call out not a snake, but a
worm.
No, I was going to say giant spider.
You're gonna have the panda go up there and lick it to death.
The panda looks at me. You're not bamboo. I don't care.
I just clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry about this. No, I didn't. Shit, what would he summon? Yeah, fuck it, giant spider.
You better be giant enough to crawl over it.
I hope so. Because I don't know if he really picked it, but Because I can't see all of his summons on the sheet. So.
Tries to become a giant spider, but it turns out to be giant Spider-Man. Which, to be fair,
he's still no better than the fucking wolf. But yeah, he summons it.
Is bad. It's not doing as well as the snake. The snake was just lucky.
Yeah, that's the wrong thing for me to roll. Shit, because you got to roll a spell for this. So. It fails. He suffers a point of exhaustion.
It's an imploded spider, so his body's on the outside and his legs are on the inside.
Yeah, you see the wolf vanish, and then you hear "oh" come from behind you. And
it's all right.
You're like, God damn it! And he's not going to come out of there because he has no melee or range attacks, basically. And it's now your turn, Haley.
It's all right. Rock's not really doing much just using turns.
But he now has a -1 to everything.
Hey, Brent, can you move this guy right here to over here where I'm at now?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, now where's the dude's at?
Yeah.
The big guy is the big purple square, and the green square is the smaller guy.
Well, the green square is the big dude. The enemy, and then that one.
Yeah, and the one that's just up the top, he's just on the edge of like your vision where the flare spell is starting to subside. That's the reason why. Yeah, that's the reason why the sorcerer is now out of your visual range because the flare has calmed down.
Actually, no, my range is 6 on that bow. It says range increment 60 feet. Projectile.
Yeah, but he wasn't attacking. He was using both his action and his movement to move, which is 30. You doubled that to 60 per turn, so he's 120 foot away already.
Oh, what a loser.
It's just, like I can't really move him past.
So I guess
on the map because it won't allow me. I think because the white part is his limit to exist.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. It's, as I said, this is 9. They say that it's not even the correct map because that's pissed me off.
I'm gonna go for this guy. Shoot him in the head.
What, the large guy or the green guy? I didn't see.
That one.
The large guy.
Yeah, they have that one surrounded, so I don't need to do it. I mean, I could, but no point. So I need to do a 20
plus 8. Yeah.
So.
Don't forget, you can use magic at any point.
I don't know what I use magic for.
Yeah, for this guy, that actually isn't enough. Your arrow plinks off of his armor.
Nah, that dude's a douchebag.
So you moved, didn't you? And then fired.
No, I was already there. I haven't moved.
Oh, well, you do still have your movement.
I just asked Rib to move. Last round I moved.
Okay. So yeah, you still have your movement if you want to move, or you can stay there.
Guess I'll move to there to be closer to my buddies.
Oh.
That way, in case I pissed them off, I'm tired of always getting attacked on my own. Every time I turn around, I'm literally by myself attacking.
Well, being ranged, you probably do better out there. Up here, it's all about getting punched and kicked and stabbed.
Yeah.
Oh, even on Rock's game, I'm by myself fighting most.
Yeah, but actually, you killed the mercenary whose turn it was supposed to be next. So that makes it Wall's turn, which he's going to turn around and try and also swing at this big chunky fucker. But I forgot what I said before, so I'll just add D8 to this. Nope, he misses. He completely fucking misses. The other guy down at the bottom, he's not even in range for his bow, I don't think. Yeah, he is in range for a rib, so he will fire that. We'll see bow. +7. Okay. Yeah, I don't think like a 13 hits you, does it?
Who, me?
Who, me?
No, big, large, huge.
No.
Yeah, fucking. See, look, I've had one fucking successful attack throughout this whole entire fucking thing. Seriously, I'm rolling like shit.
Pissed, so the party's safe.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, even mine is a 21.
Yeah, as I was saying that.
While you're doing that, I'll be right back.
As you said there, Rip, you wanted to play when you got mad. So he done that. So
that'd be fun at this point.
Yet again, it is back to you.
No,
hang on. I forgot to do. Did I do the big guy? I forget.
Who was attacking at me? The little green guy was?
Yeah, the little green guy attacked you.
Okay.
The big guy attacked. The big guy tried to attack what? Never mind. It's your turn. Yeah.
So they went right after each other, right?
Yeah, it's because
I got attacked, but I missed that little guy's attacking. Yeah. Okay.
So it's just because I forgot to cross out the sorcerer from the turn order. It's kind of threw me off a little bit.
Yeah.
So bye-bye.
So you said stuff about you can do magic. So could I do some sort of like enhancement to like an unarmed attack with a magical spell? Because I want to play some magic here. I don't know what it would be.
What you want to like add an element to your attack, or you want to like
make it more likely to hit? So like a more accurate and powerful kick is what I want to do. I want to kick this dude.
Well, I'd say roll a percentile, and if you do it, then your hit, your unarmed attack hits guaranteed. Because you're swinging your arm and you're saying hit.
Would there be a way that I can like enhance its damage though?
Yeah, because it's magical. I'd say double the damage that it would do.
Okay. So,
basically, add like your strength modifier to it as well.
That would be called, but that's kind of what I want to use some magic for. Mostly is enhancing my physical attributes. Mm-hmm. So, roll 100. Ah!
Yeah, you do the spell, but it's it's not as powerful as you'd hoped. But yeah, you do still do the spell, so do double damage with your fist because it's guaranteed to hit. So
all right, so I kick.
It's basically like you just did another attack roll, but you had a higher chance.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kick this bro. Wait, no, that was. Oh, that okay. No, I hit him, so I rolled my damage, right? All right.
Yeah, and that's doubled.
That was D3 plus 5 times 2. Oh shit! How to do a 3? target number.
If it's something like a D3, then just round it off to a D4.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what the typing is for that. So 2 plus 5 is 7. 14 then?
Yeah, 14 points of damage.
Point of damage groin kick.
Ouch. Poor balls.
Like, falls off. He's like, screw you.
All right. My voice cannot get to that kind of level, so you'll have to sort of like use your imaginations. But you hear the most high-pitched squeal of your life as this guy is lifted like 4 foot off the ground, by his testicles and your boot. So he's literally right up, and as he comes down, he is. Just basically, he's dead. You kicked him so hard, his balls exploded. And he was dead before he hit the deck, man. It is not a pretty sight. He just basically comes down with a resounding crash. And he's just
kicked him so hard, his skull crashed.
No, you actually kicked him so hard you bent half of his breastplate upwards.
Oh. His legs are longer than they were. He could be a model now.
Yeah, those legs go on forever.
It's like his legs go all the way to his chin.
Yeah, that was your attack. You gonna stay there? I'm kind of terrified of what you're gonna fucking do next, man. Shit.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna pretend like I'm feeling a little ill partly from seeing how hard I kicked that guy in the crotch, and partly because my spell was a little bit like on the iffy side, so it might have got out his stomach a little bit. Like, so it was a little bit of just seeing what he just saw, what he just did, and also not completely doing a great spell. So it's like, oof. So he's gonna be a little bit taken aback by how bad that guy just died, even though he did it. So I think that'll be what he does.
What kind of basically just like spews up and just a little bit of
just a little barf.
Gross. And I'll say you do that, man. Oh man, I can feel that poor guy's pain, and he ain't even real. Oh shit. Jesus Christ, Rip. Next up it's Sai, so he's going to launch... did I do Sai already, actually? I can't remember. No, I didn't. Either way, man, he's got... Yeah, he hits him. D8 plus 6. So that's 11 points of damage to the big guy there. Yet again... an arrow launches and hits him almost in exactly the same spot as before, and he's just like, seriously. And he next up is Brock. He's exhausted, so
he gets to start doing nothing but pant like a little pansy.
Yeah, he's going to climb up on top of the cart, because I'll let him have that one for free. And I got to look something up quickly. Sorry about this, because that spider thing didn't happen. So
you gotta find out how much damage that spider did to him. Pull up spider.
Nope, hang on. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Spider bit him in the ass.
That's no good, really. You will do that. Okay.
Damn, play with the fucking straw.
Sorry about taking my time there. I was just looking something up. Right. He does this. Okay. He fires out from on top of there a ice spike, which is 2d8. So, which is 2d8 cold damage actually. So that's 4 and 6. So that's 10 damage. 10 to the big guy, who now has 2 rather large shards of ice sticking out of his gut. So that's Rock's turn. No, it's your turn, Haley. The only real guy left now is the big guy and the small guy off at the distance, who is
too far away.
Like, yeah, you can also, but you can see he's with your Dark Christian that he's rather not sure if he should stick around.
Well, he's gotta be gone.
Yeah, because his buddies are all dropping like fucking flies in. So yeah, it's your turn, bud.
It did.
Yeah,
arrow to his head.
With a 20, that I'm sorry, man, that just does
Damn
not
it. Well, fuck him then.
Sorry, man. This guy's bigger. He's got way thicker plate, to cover up that bulk. So yeah, and it's just it's his turn switch. So
big,
he's going to
large, huge. Plays with his congas.
He's just basically going to attack Worf right again with his gigantic sword, which plus 12. Okay, so 20. I'd say that hits him, wouldn't you?
Hits who?
Well, so
20?
with a 20, yeah, I'd say a 20 hits.
Well, I would think he's got a higher. I've got 21, and I'm not even going.
I've got 21, so.
Yeah, but I don't have his stats at the moment, so.
Well, that's why I was like, if he's wearing armor, he's probably got a higher.
Yeah, he's wearing plate, so. Yeah, and plus he's got the fucking shield. So yeah, it just bounces off him. He's fucking lucky. Damn lucky, War.
He's lucky. You're lucky. Rube said something.
Yeah, I was getting ready to slice your ass in half, man. God damn it, Rock. You see, if you bring something to me that is fair, I'll consider it. Well, with that, he misses, and he's like, "You fucking arsehole." And it's your turn to get rid of Merc up there. He is just out of range, and he's like, "No, fuck this!" Slowly backing away into the dying light. Thank God. So I'd say you've got like 2 more rounds of light after this.
Well, I'm gonna. I kind of compose myself a bit before looking over at the big guy with just like this evil grin on my face, and like holstering my little axes and pulling my big one.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to just rush that guy with my big axe.
Yeah, well, go for it. I mean, you could. I say you move there, and you can attack. So.
Yeah, he's not that far away, so you got the movement.
And I got lots of movement because barbarians and all that. Oh, you bitch! That is plus. Oh, it's only going to be plus 12, so still 20.
Nope, that misses him. You swing, and he just turns to the side, and it just swish right in front of him. It's like, is that the best you got?
Yeah, just.
What the hell, Rib? You're supposed to be the one to hurt him.
Yep, I'll roll for side quickly. I already know.
I better hit him again, otherwise he's failed.
Yeah, that hits 1d8 plus 6.
How the hell is he hitting one?
So that's 10 points of damage. That one hits him just above the shield, right into like his, the upper arm muscle. Just whacks him right there. No, I can't remember the name.
I didn't need that
I used to know
muscle.
all that stuff back when I was in animation stuffs.
Yeah, that's size 10. Rock, suffering from his exhaustion, he's
in the corner crying somewhere.
I'm gonna have him try to do the same spell again, because it hit,
Yeah, him, not anybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one fires off. He gets 2d8, so you do it. 8. And 8. Okay, that's pretty good for Rock. Yeah. He's not looking so good anymore after, another couple of chunks of ice just slam into him. One literally bouncing off the side of his helm with such force that it dents it a little bit. And that's, and it's most likely left ringing in his ears. Yeah, it's your turn, Haley.
No, if you said he's dazed or hurting, right?
Oh yeah, he is now technically bloodied. So
he's
21.
with his
Nope,
inside waters.
that doesn't hit.
Why not? Why would it ever hit? I'm gonna keep shooting arrows at this. Screw it.
21 doesn't hit.
You see, I could be really mean and say how many arrows have you got left, but I won't.
I don't know.
I say you've got a more than an ample supply of what with the pack horse. And I'm just gonna straight up tell you now, right? His AC is 25.
Jesus.
So, there's always going to be like the educational one is going to be a little bit different. That's just
I'm having fun where I'm just.
I'm sorry, but he's going to try to swing at war again. D20 plus 12.
Better war than me.
Fucking 22. All right, come on. This one's got to hit him. I don't care after the last one. So it must work 1d10 plus 6. So, yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. 9 damage, so that, he's perfectly fine. Just cuts into him a little bit and just knocks him off balance for a second before he gets back up. Now it's yet again Rib's turn.
All right. Slightly more.
Don't fail this time, Red.
He's going to take another hack at him with that big axe ass. I'm going to keep saying
big axe.
Big axe ass. You bitch.
Get her done.
And he's going to completely whip it and get madder. He's like,
You quit failing so you can quit getting mad.
Rib. Honest to God, man, don't forget that you can rage.
He's not at that point yet, but he's getting there.
No, but as one of your actual skills,
I want to play it in a way where he has a reason.
Well, whiffing the attacks constantly, yeah. Well, you see, Sai's lucky because his dex and his base attack bonus adds up to fucking 17. So, which I do not understand how that works out.
How does that work?
I think, so, I mean, I think that is...
having, like, pretty darn high strength modifier.
Well, it should have walked through my
base attack still is only what?
No.
Well, no, because he says right. His base attack bonus is 11, and his dex modifier is 6.
Come from?
That's your base attack bonus. Yeah.
No, but where is it based from?
I honestly don't know because I'm relatively new to this kind of game myself, and these are like custom rules anyways, so, but I'm pretty sure that 11 is a bit fucking broken.
Yeah, it seems a little bit.
Oh, that definitely is fucking.
So I'll modify that down to like a 6. So basically, he's got a 12 hit, and because I think he may have given us the wrong stat somewhere. So
yeah. Is that right? So Cyrus giving you
those? Sai gave us those stats.
Those are given the Cyrus by Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably gave us the wrong ones. I'm thinking. So yeah, instead of that, base attack bonus will be 6, and these dex will be 6. So it's D20 plus 12.
Maybe that base attack he sent you could have been based off of the whole attack bonus for the stuff, though. That seems more reasonable.
24. That actually does not hit. So there you go. Yeah, just summon a rock. Okay. Well, after casting a few spells in rapid succession, Rock's just not feeling entirely steady, because it does take quite a lot to cast them. Shit. So there's not really much that you can fucking do. So he's going to cower behind the thing. Yeah, which then takes it to you, Haley.
Oh. Well, I guess this time I am going to shoot my fucking daggers at.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I need to do D20 plus what?
You throwing?
Yeah, it's D20 plus 8 for each one. Yeah.
So I'm going to throw... No.
Nope. Hey, yeah. And again, so you got more daggers. Are you throwing just the one, or
I'm throwing 4 of them?
Well, then throw 3 more times. I tell you, should I nerf this guy's AC a little bit because it is pretty high?
Well, if we're actually still doing him damage, it seems.
Well, you are doing damage, but you know, I mean, you are kind of missing
it. Then it seems like he's more threatening in this way. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it where it is. So no, they all just plink off his armor and land on the floor. I hit off of his shield. You know.
That's good because I still got a move left, so I'm gonna stealth up to that motherfucker. I'm gonna take my damn thing.
I say stealth. Going into stealth would be an action.
No. I'm gonna go into acrobatics. I can do acrobatics, right?
That'd still be an action, wouldn't it?
What is your acrobat? What are you doing? I guess.
Yeah,
just running up there and taking my freaking daggers back.
But yeah, I mean, grabbing your shit back would be an action.
Yeah, I think that would be. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, you could run up there, you know, but then you'll be right up in his face.
Acrobatics is not really doing anything. What you're doing as an acrobatic action, I think, means something more.
Yeah, I mean, basically, if you use your acrobatics, I wouldn't have you roll it. I'd just say you get up there with style.
You know? It ain't gonna matter because you can't grab it.
Yeah, because you've already done your action. That just leaves a movement action. That's it. You know, after you've done a attack. So
I guess my next roll, I'll just run up there.
Mm-hmm.
Arrows and daggers.
Well, War's up next. So I'll say, but did you run up to him or no? Oh.
No.
Okay, so you're still stood back a little bit just outside of his range.
Yep.
War will.
Same place I was.
War will try to push him back, which I'll just say is base strength of like the D20 plus 10. You know, because you know he's having to wear a plate, so it's going to be heavy. D20 18. So I'm putting this against the guy's dexterity and strength. So that's a +3. Okay, maybe I shouldn't. Okay, yeah, maybe I should have. He pushes him, but he kind of gets stuck, you know. So he's just
basically trying to.
You know, the guy. It's like it's like the immovable object. You know, he's just like no, he's just not budging.
Trying to push a sumo wrestler.
Yeah, basically, that's the end of his turn. And it's back. Now it's the big fuck off guy's turn. 20 plus 12.
Okay, that big guy.
Okay, this guy cannot hit shit either.
So it's just like a clash of the titans that can't do shit.
I mean, I presume a 15 doesn't hit you, Rib.
No. So like the other guy can just sit back and watch us all day.
This one's epic because it, you know. Anyways,
what's happening is the planet is taking a lot of damage. Right now.
See, yeah, he can't really move anywhere because you know he's got loads of people in his grill. You know, so he's just stuck there swinging his fucking sword and bringing his shield to ready. Yet again, it's back to you, Rib.
15 wouldn't even hit me.
Getting really close to just like raging out, not like frenzying out. Like if he misses one more time, I think I'm definitely taking a rage. But we're gonna swing one more time with this axe.
Yeah,
big ass.
I should point out though, but now that it's like the second been 2 rounds, it's now gone dark except for like the light from the fire, so you can still see him, but it's just like down one side. You know.
I just managed a 22, so I missed a little bit more.
Yeah, that misses.
Now, next round, if it comes to it, I know I'm going a bit farther.
Right, so D20 plus 12, wasn't it? Because we lowered the thingy down to 6. So that misses. That plinks off of his shield. Rook, yeah, fuck. I just threw him out of 10 order because he's only good at spells, and I think he's pretty much exhausted at the moment. Taking like a couple of rounds to recover. So it's back to you, Hilly.
So I am over here.
Well, no, hang on. Retcon for a second. He is going to cast a fucking spell. 59. He actually enhances your attack abilities, adding a +5 to your attacks. So, instead of 8, it's 13. So D20 plus 13.
So I'm going to do... This one's hot.
Yeah, because he's noticed that you're struggling to hit anything with your bow. And how you're looking embarrassed as an Austrian. Sorry, as an assassin, you're like, I can't believe I ain't hitting shit.
So what I'm going to do...
Yeah.
God. It's like one of the crappiest freaking rolls I did. I'm going up there and taking back my... And it's not that far up, so I should technically be able to get it. Action.
Okay. Even though you did attack, I'll say you do manage to pick up your daggers, But you are now in his face, though. Because, you did attack,
I didn't really attack him.
But you rolled.
Yeah, the roll was for my acrobatics.
Oh,
back when I had.
Then is your acrobatics 13?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought because
so
I said
myself.
13. With that, then you get up there and you manage to grab him. Grab your shit back. So you now have 4 daggers again. You staying there and attacking or moving away?
Attacking some.
Okay, so you're doing So you're doing a double movement basically.
If I can, yeah.
Yeah. So
why
you
the hell would I stay in his face, dude? If Rib is getting his butt kicked, why the hell would I go up there and try to stay in his face?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a little person.
A little 6 foot tall person, puny.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not a 9 foot tall, 60 fucking 1,000-pound giant that's playing a building.
Yeah. He's not a mountain of meat. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were 9 or 10 12 foot or something.
I'm not a giant, just Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant was
I was considering giving this guy magic, but I'm kind of grateful I didn't because he would be way too fucking OP. Dude,
if he would have given him magic, we'd all be dead.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Look at his stats.
Even with War here and Cyrus being here playing himself.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is actually War's turn. He's going to try to, yet again, push him back. So this, a D20 plus 10. So. Nope.
Fail.
He's trying to push this wall out of the way.
Yeah. Yet again,
it's not going to work back.
Well, no, he is up against the edge, kind of. There's like a couple of foot between him and like falling.
Oh, he's trying to push him off an edge or something?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to push a person who's basically a wall.
Yeah. It's like Erendish people are fucking dumb, right? All that steel leads to no brains.
I think we'd be better off if Rib tried to put.
With that, it's now his turn. Not Rib's turn. The fucking guy. See, if I move, I'm going to get attacked by both War and Rib. So, he's going to try to shove Rib the hell away from him. Yet again, just got checked strength. That's 18. So
there's a closing bell. We lose.
Whatever he fucking rolls here, man, this is going to be fucking high. You know this, right? Because his strength is through the fucking roof. It doesn't say any like. Oh, hang on. All right. So when
I think we're gonna spend 4 hours trying to kill this.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just roll a d20 plus 10, fuck it. Because this is way too confusing for me. 17 against your armor class, Rip.
Against my AC,
Fail.
then he fails.
Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake! Seriously, what is your AC again?
21.
Mine's 21.
Right,
Mine's
that is
21. I figured his would be higher.
Well, I'm not wearing much in the way of armor either.
No,
yeah, it's like natural toughness for a Cheriks, because they're built like fucking towers of meat. His arms almost as thick as a tree trunk.
Actually, I've got armor on. I just don't know what it does. Plus mine, or I should anyway. I thought.
Well, your AC will automatically factor that in. Oh, it should do. That was his turn. Rib, it's your turn. He just tried to shove you out of the way and completely whiffed it.
I'm going rage. So now I'm like all about.
Yeah, so basically you stand there, you screaming from your mouth.
So I'm pissed off, and I'm gonna cut at him again, but this time better. That is now plus 16. So 8 plus 16 would be 24. Is it?
Motherfucker.
God damn it.
The count created December 9th, 2019.
Yeah, it's 24. 1 point away. No, because he just dropped his shield to push you away.
Okay.
So he doesn't have his shield. So that hits.
Okay, then. Fair enough.
Yeah, because you can't shove somebody with a sword in your hand. That just doesn't happen. That's called a punch.
It could work.
A stab?
Well, like if you were up against him, you could shove.
Yeah, I suppose so. But
isn't that more of a melee punch to the chest?
It depends on if you're just like away and pushing, or if you're up against
I meant for like my guys. He's not exactly smart.
All right.
So big muscles, itty bitty brain power.
We got this.
You may have no brain power.
Plus, holy shit! This plus hold on. Let's see here. 12 plus we got some 7 for my bonus plus 4, and that's not right. This calculator's fucked. 7. We should like something team.
12 and 4, 6 is 18. Wait, 16 plus 7.
I think it's 23.
There you go. I can't.
So how much damage?
23.
Hey, he is still standing, but just fucking barely.
No, when I do it, I hit hard.
Shit, man! You just took off like basically the rest of his health bar.
Good. Fucking.
Oh, that was catastrophic damage.
That one round, then I.
It wasn't just a giant fucking axe from a giant man.
I mean, Crash, you almost cleave him in two.
Misses, he hurts the planet.
Yeah, I mean, you basically come at him. You're so fucking pissed off that you just grab your fucking axe and you just swing it right through his midsection, and you cleave a couple of like inches directly into him. And you can tell this is a fucking deep ass fucking wound. And he, as you pull away, he instantly puts his hand to his side. He's barely fucking holding on. He's almost dropping his sword as such.
Unfortunately, at this point, I don't have the mental capacity to go, ha, I got you. He's more like,
that means the next person should be able to take him out.
Yep, that's Sai, and it's D10 plus 12. D20 plus 12. That doesn't hit still. So
no, Cyrus.
Rock, he's just he's just going to stay there because I'm going to allow one of you guys to get the kill if possible. So it's your turn here. Well, no, I'm trying to give you guys a bit of flourish in it. So
I need.
I know he's kind of thingy, but he's cast multiple spells. Each time it takes a little bit out of you to do so. So he's feeling a bit under the weather.
Some daggers. So I think I'm going to throw some daggers at his. D20 plus what?
13. D20 plus 13.
Okay. I had it on there, but I erased it.
Plus, he did drop his thingy, so it's actually a lower AC. It's now 23.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. I think you hit him. Right. Well, the thing was, go on, roll your damage anyways, man. You're going to kill him, but you just roll your damage anyways. I mean, with 2 hit points left, you're definitely going to fucking kill him.
My damage is... What's my damage again? Give me a second.
1d8 and 3d6s. If you're throwing all of them,
1d8. And how many d6s?
3. But you kill him with the first one. With your jewel-encrusted dagger,
All right.
So I mean...
so after that, my movement is go up and take my shit back. Because he's fucking dead.
Do it quick, because if you...
Right, so how do you want to... How do you want to describe your... one sec, Rib. How do you want to describe killing him? Because it's your kill. He was currently looking at War and Rib, so he had his attention elsewhere.
So I threw 3 daggers at him?
Well, you threw all 4. They all hit. So.
Oh, okay. So I say 1 hit him in the heart instantly, the first one, because you said it killed him. And then the other 3 hit him in the face.
So basically, you throw the dagger so hard because you're so fucking pissed off at missing the whole fucking fight. You just get mad, and you throw them with such force that the blades actually just pierce through the steel, like it was butter. And there's little holes where you can see.
Change that. I changed that. I'll hit right in a perfect, like you're throwing at a dartboard. Like I hit the bullseye every time. Perfect.
Before?
Yeah, it's just basically his head's fucked. The other guy has already noticed that his friends are dead and has already started to run.
Before Ace is able to go and take his shit back, though, I want Big to just pick that guy up and throw him off the edge.
No, don't. We gotta search him.
He's so mad. He's just like, fuck this man. Before you can search him.
I don't know whether to make you roll off for it.
Make him roll for it, dude. I gotta get down there.
No. Right, I'll make you both do roll at the same time. Just a straight D20 of the both of you. Whoever gets the highest gets to him first.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, only because he rolled first. That's fine. I'll just go down to the bottom of the damn pit and go search him.
Blind rage picks the man up and throws him over the
No. You just got to him. Now give me a strength check to pick him up. To pick him up and then throw him.
7.
Fail.
Okay, you try to pick him up, but he's just too fucking heavy. He's like yourself. He's a tower of meat, but he's not a Cherokee. You can just tell. Actually,
oh wait, I should have added that 4, so it still would have been not that high, but it would have been a
6.
It would have been a
6.
12. No, 10. 11. It would have been 11.
That still wouldn't have been. That would have been enough for you to get him into your arms whilst crouched down, struggling to stand up.
It's like moving a giant rolled up carpet.
Fucking veins standing at you in your neck, your face is turning red, all that kind of jazz, So yeah, I mean,
Ace a little bit of a chance to stop me from doing that dumb move.
Yeah.
Don't do it, man.
That gives me a chance of actually going to searching you shit out.
What, you're going to search the large guy first? Well, I say you retrieve your daggers automatically.
Oh, yeah.
That's a given. I ain't going to be so cruel as to let players lose their weapons, because unless it's like catastrophic, like do catastrophic.
Be like, now go and get them.
Well, the one thing if like I threw him and it like stuck in his armor, but it didn't pierce it, and he ran away, then it'd be gone.
But so you're just basically retrieving your shit and then doing what?
Retrieving all my stuff, my arrows.
Yeah. I mean,
daggers,
you find a couple of the arrows are shattered where that the impact against solid steel, where you missed it so often. But you do manage to recover a couple, including a few sticking out of this big fucker. So yeah, I mean, you get enough arrows back to make it worthwhile.
Like a perception check or something. Searching.
I think it would be that, wouldn't it, to search?
Check what my perception is.
And thinking the amount of time it takes for that all to go down, I calm myself, so I decide not to throw him off. So I don't know if it's going to be so hard to search a guy.
Yeah, well, you were still technically carrying him, cradling him like a little baby in your lap as you was trying to pick him up. So did you put him down?
Well, it's just like at that point, the time it takes to start searching a guy, I think I can calm myself.
Well, you do search him, and you do find a few things, but other people can search as well if they wish to. Automatically, I should point out that you find from the guys that you've just killed 3 masterwork bastard swords and 3 masterwork light crossbows.
Ooh, cool. I'll take the crossbows, or at least 1 or 2 of them, because I think that only me and Sarge use them.
Yeah, I mean the plate armor for all 3 of them is basically the same. It's just a little bit bigger for the larger guy,
And one of them was fucked completely.
Yeah. So you only get like one.
Once an armor that just exposes your abdomen completely.
That's fine. I can sell them, so I'm gonna write.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write down 2 light bows.
Anything that my guy would take.
Or light.
As far as that stuff.
Crossbows.
Yeah. On the large guy as well, you find a pouch with 150 gold. Just on him. The other guys have 50 gold on them.
You said the 2 crossbow or 3, but I'm gonna keep. Sorry, it'll be 3 total. And then what's on that guy? Said something else. I can't remember what it was.
Well, you get 2.5 breastplates, masterwork breastplates.
Those break the butt munch.
3 masterwork bastard swords.
Those go to him too, because I can't do it.
Yeah, and you found 150 gold on the large guy.
Yep, got that.
50 on the 2 smaller guys, 50 each.
So that's 100.
Yeah, so that's like 250. Yeah.
So you can split
you also find a.
I don't know.
Yeah, you also find a note with. Basically, it's written in a spidery script. Yeah, you recognize this as you've seen it in the church already. So as soon as you look at it, you like, I know what this is, and you instantly call for.
Yeah, it's the stuff that we had Miss Wendell read the last time.
Yeah, because it's like late at night, and you just pass it to Rock, and he says, when we get back into proper light, I'll take a chance at reading this and see what it says. So he kind of pockets that for the time being. What else was it? So if you want to try and search the area for like any other certain pieces, now who's rolled perception here so far? It's Haley, isn't it?
I'll roll perception for obvious stuff anyway.
So Rick, make sure you write down those armor plate.
Well, you want me to
and the 3 The three.
I got the
I can't use armor.
I feel that I would carry those with me. I'm not going to use them by any chance.
Well, you have to decide if you want to give them to them or keep them, or who they fit.
Use a bastard sword, or would use a bastard sword, I guess.
And if not, then we could just sell them and get money. Now, there's 4 of us.
I think
so. I'm going to go with
it's worthless, but we can take the other 2.
So, Rib, add another 100 gold to your gold.
100?
Yeah, you did most of the work anyway, so. So I'm going to add 50 to mine, and everybody else got 50, even though they don't know it yet, because they weren't here.
Okay, as far as I remember, what was it? I know there was like 2.5, but I'm only taking 2 because the other one's worthless, and it gives me bad memories of massive testicle.
Well, if that's the case, then I'll keep all of it.
Yeah, I'll hold the swords, you take the armor.
Okay.
Basically, you got 2 working sets of pieces of armor and 1 wrecked piece of armor. There's a big, large foot size dent in the freaking middle of the first one.
1 broken.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely fucking broken after that fucking force.
That's fine. We should still be able to sell it.
Here, take a look.
That was a wicked
It comes with a story.
Here comes with a story. Stories worth more than
because the amount of damage you did would have catastrophically killed him. So I was like, okay, you said you kicked him in the testes. I got to do this the right way. So you buckled armor as well, man. Shit, fucking hell, man.
This is why you don't.
Yeah, you rolled a 15 on your perception. What is your modifiers?
10
for your total.
I think. Yeah.
So 15.
So 25 total.
25 total. You do also notice a dropped satchel. You notice that basically as you're following off after where the guys ran off to, searching the area a little bit, you find the satchel that is there with covered in blood. You know that the arrow hit it. Mm-hmm.
What do we find here? I guess it'd be dark over here, but
you know what I just thought of, Rib?
Back and take a look inside.
Rib, guess what I just thought of?
Bananas.
Between all the dead guys, we got 250 gold, which means we basically. I was not counting one guy. That was my fault.
Say again? I missed half of that.
Yeah,
there was 4 of us or 5 of us. Me, you, Cyrus, Rock, and War.
Yeah.
And there was 250 gold, so we basically got 50 apiece. I was not counting one of the guys.
Okay, so take 50 off of mine then.
Yeah, we just got to make sure the other 3 get their gold one. Yeah. Unless you want to keep Rocks because he's not.
There we go.
I'm just going to say for like future reference though, guys, if one of you can't be here, that'll be cool. 2 of you, I may ask one of you to play another person, but 3 people, I don't think I'll be able to do this again because this was a lot of work. I mean, I was going backwards and forwards trying to work out different stats, not knowing player stats because I couldn't find the fucking character sheets for some annoying reason. So I was having to fucking throw it all on.
Sent to Rock because shit. All right, I'll be right. Forgetting.
That's why the other day I said if we can't get at least 3 of us to play, then it's probably something we should probably reschedule because even it's a bit much.
Because Sai left, it made it really difficult for me. Yeah, because I mean I'm having to roll for people, and I've only got stats for 1.
Yeah.
I mean I couldn't do anything else but just base attack with Sai. So, sorry everybody watching the stream. I know it dragged on forever, but it was beyond my control. We did have a 3rd player; it would have gone a lot quicker. So, these things happen. Though. That's basically the nature of the game. Should I wait for him to get back before I describe the satchel?
You could, or I could just. It's up to you.
Okay. Well, you were the one that found it.
Yeah. That's right.
You only noticed it because you noticed that the moss had been disturbed as it had hit the ground. it looked different and wrong. In your torchlight, because that they fucked off. They ain't going to turn around and come back and fuck with you after that slaughter. So, you know that they've basically run as fast as they possibly can away. The satchel, though, that you find, when you open it up, you actually find one of those daggers yet again.
One of those, the sharp, jagged daggers.
Right. The question is, are you touching the items or are you looking at the items?
Currently, I think I would. Well, if I'm still out in the woods, I'm just kind of looking in the bag. I was thinking to bring it back to around the fire so I could look at it a little bit more. I just dump it out.
Okay. Well, you as you're walking along, taking a cursory look before anybody else, so you can get a more fuller view for yourself, because you're away from everyone. You decided you wanted to grab these. You notice that there's a map that you can clearly see, with a couple of markers on it. Some being circles, some being circles with crosses. Just maps, markers that you don't technically recognize, but then you didn't really have a map with you to begin with. You just roughly know where you can.
Is it just this area, like the world that we already live in? Like I would recognize, because I do have some geography knowledge, but if it's someplace different that we don't know.
But seeing as you don't have any maps to cross-reference it to right now, I'd say a bit.
A mental map that we have of the area in general.
But you know the land mass. The land mass of the entire areas, but not the regional maps.
Point out a province, but not a city. More or less is kind of the idea.
Yeah, you can point that out, but
I know the big cities. I know the capitals. I don't know the towns and shit.
Well, give us a geography check if you got knowledge geography.
That's what I was wondering. It's he had that military travel knowledge, and oh fuck, where was it?
That's what my geography
10?
is.
10. You recognize that it's got trees.
Oh,
good job. It's better than what I could recognize.
And you're pretty sure that map. You notice that there is a river.
That's still better than mine. I probably recognize it.
Yeah, basically, you recognize it is this region, but general specifics is that. I can, you don't know where the cities are or anything like that in general, Only when you think that the marks that you see are the locations of towns or places of importance.
Okay.
Do you also discover another message written in the spidery script, but this one has this weird sort of glow to it. When you get it into light, once light hits it. No, this is on another piece of parchment.
Scroll or something.
Yeah. You can see this one was just stuffed into the bag hastily. You also discover a couple of vials of acid. And I think it's I think it's called Alchemist Fire.
Ooh.
2 bottles of that as well.
This could be fun.
And the last thing other than the dagger that you see is a dull grey, half-melted face mask. And I'd say roll religion, but I'm pretty sure you recognize it.
It's the guy that we saw before, yeah?
Yeah. It's not the exact same guy, but you recognize that the face on the mask is exactly the same as the one you saw before.
It's a representation of the aspect that we saw previously.
I thought you were going to say ass bag of the guy
the ass bag that we saw.
And as soon as you notice that, you instantly realize. Actually, no. Roll me religion for this one.
Right. That would be a get out of my way, cat. That would be 17.
Okay, with a 17, you know that if you don't close that bag and keep it shut, he will know exactly where you are.
Oh, so I realize it's a scrying item.
Mm-hmm. It is an item that is linked to him.
Well, that's what
directly.
that means. Like he can.
So it's basically he transplants part of his power into said objects.
Sort of like
that's why he's able to see.
That they can see through, though, right?
Yeah, kind of like.
So yeah, that's what that is, like a scrying item.
Like, kind of, but it's
you can use it to see the area around. What are you doing, Cat?
It's not just see; it's also.
Is it just like
control? I mean, you know that the guy that in a church before was under the control of something else, and so like that's he was
a control, like a remote control type thing. It's
kind of.
It's an old Bluetooth device.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best way we can put it. Yeah.
Where he tapped into that priest and made him do his bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like headphones with a phone.
Yeah, basically, you found all that you could possibly find in the area. Do you head back up to where you was resting?
Oh God!
Because I'd say that by the time you were sort of like done, there was only a few hours left of like rest before you was going to set off. So say,
I'd say we go get some rest and head out.
Oh man,
soon-ish to where we need to be. So we can freaking stop for the night.
Apprehensive at this point as to whether or not to just throw the bag into the woods or to bring it back and show it. Though I think his intellectual side is gonna win out and bring it back to show the other guys, but I'm on that edge.
Well, it's up to you, man.
It's probably something rock.
Let me see. I'm gonna roll a 100, and if I get like below 25, he's just gonna be afraid and throw it over the edge or throw it away. He keeps it, but just barely. He's like,
You see, that's what I love to see. Right? That's the kind of thing I like to see. Someone just going, okay, I'll leave it down to chance and just rolls something, arbitrarily.
I haven't had a chance to do that yet.
Well, it's just it does play to his character. He hates anything to do with this guy, and the second he looked in, he recognized it. And you take that stuff back to the rest of the party. Are you telling Rock about it, or
yeah, especially because I saw that script.
Okay, I don't know what his skills are because of I
don't know. I just realized it was established that he could read that script previously.
And his knowledge, religion is 13. So, all right, get him to roll a d20 plus 13. Come on, just roll that shit. Yeah. With the 30, I think he knows exactly what the fuck to do. He
I hope so.
he basically opens up the bag real quickly and grabs the two pieces of parchment, the map and the text, and instantly shuts the bag and tells you, okay, I've just put this somewhere and keep it out of sight.
Wait, I want to bring up Big says maybe you could put that other nasty dagger in there. You don't think they'd mate in there, would they? Kind of mentioning like you already have one of those daggers. He's like, we can keep all the nasty stuff in this bag.
He says the other dagger is secured.
Okay.
I've got it covered. I bound it before in protective runes. I could do the same with the others, but it's going to take a little time, seeing as I'm pretty exhausted after. I tried to do a spell and it backlashed, and I just suddenly felt really, really weak and tired.
Quit being a favor this time, unlike
quit sucking at yourself, and then you get magic done at you.
Yeah. War is just looking slightly ashamed of himself for not being able to push his tower of meat off the freaking side. But he's still satisfied that everyone won the fight. So you guys. He then takes the map and the piece of paper to the near the fire and sits down and starts studying. Knowledge, fucking number 13. All right. D20 plus 13. Yeah, he knows. He knows that this is an area of the this region, and it's cross-referencing sort of like the map, the knowledge that he has. He notices that one of the towns that is crossed out is actually War's village. So, and looking at it, you seem to think that these are locations that have already been attacked, and there's 3 others. And you also see that the capital is also surrounded. I.e., your destination has also got a circle on it.
Well, it just gives us more reason to go there, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's entirely up to you. You can go, fuck this, bitch, I'm out. But
not big, though. Big is like, well, I know where my enemies live.
Mm-hmm. The letter is basically a task list of sorts. It shows how this person that got away was to hire as many brigands and outlaws as he possibly could, tried to raise discontent with like the serfs in the local area to rise up against their lords, to just generally cause mayhem. Basically, as you can tell as you're reading this list,
they're putting
ads
out.
Yeah, you also see on the list is to written with the word priority is destroy the capital.
Make it lowercase.
So basically, that these guys they're making a big push to like destabilize the entire area.
Sounds like my character needs to go on an Assassin's Creed hunt. The way an Assassin's Creed would on Assassin's Creed the game.
Observe and kill. If you want to do a solo game with us at some point, but I'm perfectly cool with that. But,
no, oh, just...
yeah. Why am I
that game out with you?
See, I didn't even get to use any of his combat feats because he was just surrounded. There was no way he could have done any of that shit. That's annoying.
Be barbarian. Barbarians are hard to flank.
Well, no. I was rolling a slightly improved version of a professional mercenary, and they have some pretty good fucking stats and shit. So I was like, oh shit. But I was running smaller versions, so that I was learning the AC or something. That's all you discover from reading the text and that lot. So, what do you guys do after discovering this? Do you go back to sleep? Or what?
Well, I guess I want to do like a perimeter check of sorts before going back to sleep.
Well, it's your time for watch, isn't it?
Sure. I'm not really a big on watch because, again, I spend most of my time traveling at the lands alone. So there's nobody to watch. I sleep while I watch, and nobody else does anything.
For the sake of brevity, though, man. I mean, you just beat the ass out of anything that was in the area willing to fight. Anything else that was willing to fight probably saw this and thought, no, bollocks to that.
Not necessarily.
He's still a little amped up too. He wouldn't mind fighting some more, but
yeah. Well, all right, then roll a d20. See if the wizard comes back. No, I'm joking.
They could have been further away.
So
that little asshole who ran away could have went.
If you want to roll, you can roll. But
if the story is that there's nothing there, then we'll just.
Oh yeah, basically you killed the only things in the area. They were already on the out, looking out to cause mischief, and you just happened to come along. If you'd have rolled sort of like higher when you're doing your perceptions, you wouldn't have had this problem. This fight was just a one-off. Shit. So what's your perception if you're rolling it?
Oh, what's my perception? It would end up being a 17.
Yeah, you see a few dead bodies around, and it's just like, we did that. So you feel a little proud.
Did we search all the bodies?
Yeah, you did. You got all the armor and, well, unless you want me to say you got their undergarments as well, which are probably now like covered in blood and
undergarments. You'd have to pull them out of his face.
I mean, yeah, they've probably sort of like followed through after that, with everything relaxing. So I doubt you want their undergarments.
No.
Yeah, you got everything of import, really. So importance. There we go.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
With your perception roll, you don't see anything new. Right, we can finally get off this damn map, back to the main world map.
I think that type of thing works out pretty well because it's fairly well worked out to a stream length. So we just kind of find the little loose ends for tonight.
Okay, well, you do need to make one more survival check.
Survival.
Well, whoever's got the high survival, roll a survival to see how far you travel, 1 or 2 days.
I got a 24.
But both of you roll it to see who gets higher.
Where is survival at?
It's near the bottom.
Okay. Yeah. Review in.
Yeah.
Well, you can still roll it. You may roll a 20. If you roll a natural 20, I'll say you'd make the full 2 days journey.
If you don't, I have to save you from falling out.
It's the same. You both do exactly the same. You make it like 1.5 days closer towards us, so you now know that you only have like a day and a half left to travel.
We didn't do the same. I had 10 to mine.
24?
Yeah, it was 24.
Yeah. Okay, you make it the 2 days then with like, seeing as you're like slightly over, yeah, I'll say you make it like so that you're a day's ride away. As you go north though, you pass by several severely run down villages, one that was just literally evacuated and burnt to the ground. So, the more you travel, the more fucked up shit seems to be.
Seeing evidence of a wave of terror that has run through these places and just left it behind.
Yeah. I mean, you take a look at the like destroyed place and you're like, I don't really want to go examine that because you're already in a rush. So yeah, so you give them a wide berth and you just push on. So I'll say you get as far north as Wildantor, which is a small clearing with a keep in the middle. Yeah. So you're like 3/4 of the way there, basically, and you found a safe haven. So, I mean, and the place, as you go through the main gate, taking all of your horses and that, you instantly get a sense of familiarity because the place, as you notice, is laid out exactly the same as the other keeps that you've seen. So, i.e., the same as was, just to make it easier. But basically, it's uniform. They're all uniformly the same.
There's a common architect.
Yeah. I mean, it's all towers at the corners. Like drawbridges and a main sort of like hall and study. Just everything compartment, like it was done by a military engineer. There we go. Sorry, I couldn't say the proper words there for some reason.
Welcome to my life.
That's how I talk all the time.
I have
like, the guy that does the thing.
Yeah, I have dyslexia and I also have issues with certain words. I'm also sure you've noticed that I stutter a bit sometimes.
I do too. Sometimes my brain's fucked.
It's been this way for as long as I can remember. So yeah. Should we call it there? Or
yeah, if that's a good resting spot, we can.
Yeah. You've just made it there. The owner of the keep, realizing the import of your journey, offers his hall for the evening so that you can rest and recuperate.
After find a place with the food and the booze.
Yeah, after riding for 2 days hard, But you also find no trace of that dark cloak guy, even though you did keep an eye out for it.
Right.
That's because he's a pansy.
Either it seems he's gone another way, or just completely covered his tracks.
No, I mean, after discovering the map, you're like, we know he's around, but we gotta. I'll say you decided to travel north as the bigger priority.
Oh, so we went in a different direction than him.
Yeah. I mean,
pursuing him basically.
Yeah,
continuing our quest. Like the main goal.
Yeah. So you basically tried. You try to keep an eye out for him, but you don't spot him. But with all the chaos in the area, it's impossible to tell sort of like whether he had sort of like passed by here before you or not. But to be fair, he was on foot when you saw him. Doesn't mean he didn't have a horse there.
Yeah.
So
he left no obvious blood behind.
Other than like a bit of blood on the strap that had been broken, because it was a clean shot, It was actually a pretty good fucking shot, so that's the reason why I'm allowing that. Or else you wouldn't have found shit. Because as I said, man, it was a fucking good shot. So, yeah. I mean, the guy was running away, and he managed to fucking.
Well, this is being shot by the guy who consistently can roll 2 arrows exactly the same. So it's like, this guy knows how to fire an arrow.
Yeah. Oh, that did seem a bit broken. But yeah. So, do you want to do the outro or someone else? Or have you already ended?
I think.
Do what?
The stream.
I think we're gonna just like call it like we've reached the city. We're.
What? No, you're still at. What? You're actually.
Man, we're at a safe haven.
Well, not the city, but like the. What is it? That stronghold?
Yeah, you're at a stronghold near the capital.
Yeah,
I mean, like you would have as many as much defense around your city as you could, really. Especially if your country was at civil war for a long time. You'd have multiple layers of defense, wouldn't you? So, yeah, that's where the guys get to. They get to Wildantor, which is a safe haven for knights, and also a sort of like a staging area for attacks or so forth. It's just
I was just kind of picturing it like, you got your stronghold, main keep, you got your like commoners that live out kind of outside, you got a little like small tiny settlements, but they all kind of pay fealty to this place, which then pays fealty to the main place. I don't know.
But with the courtyard, you can hold like a couple of tents for like just for extra troops. So you could like stage like some a fair amount of troops at your keep, ready to link them up to another area to attack, kind of thing. So that's the way I was picturing it.
I just figure like just any of these places would have a courtyard for any kind of like practicing their trade.
Oh yeah, you could do practicing, use it for.
If someone were to have like their army stay here, you have that place available, but that's not its immediate purpose, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, every keep is also a home.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, it's like the inner area where like the more.
Mm-hmm. And it's only men of station that are allowed to control or oversee. There we go. The keeps. There you go.
How do I change my picture again?
Magic?
I don't know. Yeah, magic. Yeah.
Is there roll a D100 that we're doing for tonight's game though?
That's entirely up to you guys. Yeah. You've reached your place. I say you can. Yeah, it's safe for the evening.
This is a good place to call it then. So, anybody else hanging out here on the stream, have a good night. I'm not really sure when we're gonna get to the next one of these, but I think I want to continue.
Yeah. Sorry, it was such a big clusterfuck, but we had people who just vanished halfway through the game. It made it way, way difficult for me to be able to manage it. I didn't feel right just calling saying, should we just quit right there? Because it didn't seem right.
Started at that point.
Yeah. So sorry about that, and also with the map markers, I will get my shit together. I will.
I don't think it was your shit, dude. I think it was Roll20 shit.
Yeah. I'll get this shit sorted.
We'll figure it all out.
Yeah.
It still worked as it did. Can't really ask more.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, whenever we get back to this, I do personally want to go farther with it. I'm enjoying this one. And at some point we'll get back to our other campaign, I'm sure too. Probably sometime next year. Anyway,
yeah.
Have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Good night.